You say I'm arrogant. You say I'm arrogant. I say damn right. That's pride. Pride in the saying I am. Now tune into the big exclusive podcast available on all podcast platforms or the BEpodcast.com. Listen now or I'll eat your whole race. Oh, and you better like or subscribe or else.
Welcome back to another Tuesday night, and welcome back to the Big Exclusive Podcast, only on the Big Exclusive Network. That's right, you locked into the Big Exclusive Network flagship show, the Big Exclusive Podcast, hosted by myself, Angry OG, and comedian Topp Flight. I will be bringing in the fellas in one quick second, but you know how we do. First and foremost, shout out to everybody who locked in right now. Y'all know what to do. Make sure you share the stream immediately. Do what Tiffany Ann just did, tag in all your friends so they can join the conversation. We should have a good one. We should have a good one. Shout out to our sponsors, Low Exclusive Bakery. That's my youngest daughter's company. That's Meatball, a.k.a. Cameron. Low Exclusive Bakery, home of the best chocolate chips, oatmeal raisins, and chocolate chip toffee cookies out there. I'm sorry. Shout out to everybody who locked in early. I love it. Shout out to Maywa Cosmetics. That's Maywa by Kayla. Maywa means luxury in Sudanese. So get your luxury makeup products, or they're truly made for kids. Adults can use them too. But get all your cosmetics. That's the lip gloss, lip balm, body butter, body mist from Maywa by Kayla. And if you want to know where to pick them up, look at our new sponsor. I'm sorry, you can go to our other sponsor, www.icraftmart.com. iCraft means the products are crafted by people who look like you. So if you want to support Black and Brown business, head over to www.icraftmart.com and go ahead and make sure you pick up something from Maywa Cosmetics, Little Exclusive Bakery right now. Let's see, who else do we have? We have Mastermind Credit Game. Join Mastermind Credit Game, Facebook Financial Freedom Group. That's facebook.com/group/Mastermind Credit Game. Learn how to boost your score 100 points in 30 days. Get credit repair while you getting your credit built in as little as 30 to 45 days. Learn how to access high limit credit cards. Understand why you need them, and turn your credit into income. Head over there right now. Tell them the Big Exclusive Podcast sent you. Without further ado, I want to bring in my co-host before I talk about this next situation, because it's going to be a lituation, but I need to bring him in, the angriest man in the podcast game. Angry OG, what's up?
Hey, now.
So listen, father to father, you put a lump in my throat right before the show. I don't know why you would do that to me. You know how we are as fathers, especially to our princesses. And your oldest one, I'm not going to say the message. I'm not going to read it or nothing like that. But she sent you a message just now, bro. You know how you got to suppress, you got to push it, you start beating your chest. You got to think about something else, football, boxing, somebody getting sucker punched or some shit like that to keep from crying. I just wanted to say publicly, great dad. That was such a beautiful message, man. I appreciate you sharing it with me. Maybe one day we can share it on the show, but I just wanted to salute you publicly as a father.
You can share it.
That's the type of message that, you should share it, bro. It came from your daughter. You should share it. I don't want to read it.
I ain't gonna be able to read it.
All right. So okay, I'll read it for you. This is why we do it. This is why dads fucking do it. This is why we go do jobs we don't want to do. This is why we Work as hard as we work, fight as hard as we fight, mold as much as we mold. These are the type of messages right here that make it all worth it. You don't deserve this is from Angry OG's daughter Latira. You don't deserve that. You have been the best dad ever. I never wanted for real things out of life because I never wanted real things out of life because of you, and that's why I never settle for anything less. I love you so much, Dad. That's why I tell you I love you all the time because I do. Nigga, I'm trying not to cry right now. Man,
I just know that it made me. It gave me confirmation that I know that I raised it right, man. I did right by. I did right by.
but those are the kind of messages that just make you feel like it was all worth it. You know what I mean? We as dads, we eat last. Sometimes we go without eating, depending on the situation. We break our neck to make sure the kids have, and when we don't buy ourselves stuff, I know you just like me. So my wardrobe isn't extensive, but my daughters, Jesus, I hate laundry. And all their needs come before anything that I may want or need. I'll go without just so that they can have, but the sacrifice, the patience, the spending the time, that's what it's all about, man. I salute you as a dad. That was such a beautiful message, man. And I just wanted to make sure that we could put that out there because the media wouldn't put stuff out like that because they'll tell us we're absent. But real dads exist. Real dads are in their kids' lives. They want to be there. They're not forced to be there. And at the end of the day, that's the kind of message I want to spread is that fathers do exist. We are in our kids' life and we take pride in every single thing that our kids do and accomplish. And we will sacrifice to make sure they have the best that this planet has to offer. But again, publicly, salute to you, OG. That was a beautiful message from your daughter. Salute to all the fathers out there. Today is Valentine's Day, and it's not just for couples. I look at it as a good excuse to spread love no matter what. So if you celebrate Valentine's Day, I personally don't, but love for everybody who tuned in right now. Let's show some love to everybody who tuned in. Tiffany Ann, she stayed like her. First of all, Tiff had
This tag game was superb.
her tag game is incredible. Good evening to you, Faye. She says, hi, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Tiff said, hey, y'all. She shared first last, showing love with the heart. Miss Tarika Bright. Good evening, folks. First laugh with the wave. Hey, Miss Deandra Cargill. That is Deandra Cargill of the Unlatched podcast, coming soon to the big exclusive network. Salute to you. Who else do we have? I don't want to skip over that. Creamy, what's happening? Good evening to you. Aunt Medlock. He said, what's up, good brothers? What's up to you? Dominique, her tag game on the beam right now. Reek said that was beautiful. Deandra said that was beautiful. Miss Jocelyn Noel, head of the J Agency. You ever need some PR, which I feel like I do. Make sure you get at Miss Jossie over at the J Agency. She's just such a dope fucking person to work with, period. If you got any projects that you need PR done for, or she does these things too. I hope she still does them. And I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, but she does like the ladies' night vision board kind of thing. That's dope. I hope she brings that back or is still doing it. I hope to get some more people. Also, she's the one who's going to have us possibly on the red carpet at the NAACP situation. I don't want to talk too much about that because I don't have any confirmations yet, but yeah, Jossie does a dope job. Tiffany Ann, OG, the salute to me as well. Thanks, I appreciate that. To Aunt Medlock, tagging in the whole family. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody getting their tag game all the way up. Make sure y'all share the stream. Thanks, I appreciate you always plugging me in. Josh, that's because you always plug me in one hand, wash the other, and it's always out of genuine love. So I know it's always clean and genuine. I appreciate you always, Josh. Flight, I don't know where Flight is at the moment. Flight stay on the road. He's probably headed to another show or actually performing right now. It is Valentine's Day. He probably has some, that Valentine's Day love show, Love and Laughter, or something like that locked up. He'll probably pop in a second. Either way, I appreciate everybody that's here right now. OG, a couple things we got to talk about. First thing, I implore you, ain't that many tickets left now. The adult game night, 50 Shades edition, hosted by Tiffany Ann and Ms. Dominique. You're not going to want to miss this. You're not going to want to miss this. It's at a secret location, February 18th, which means you have 4 days to get tickets. I'm telling you, once we reach capacity, that's it. There are no more tickets left. Once we hit that number, it's game over. We got a lot of beautiful adults showing up. Ton of beautiful women going to be in the building to enjoy themselves. Make sure you in there. You can Cash App $25 for your ticket to $ Big Exclusive. If you want to be in the building, there should be some good, healthy, sexy fun.
Girl, did you hear about that adult game night hosted by the BEN Network? Girl, when I tell you, it's about to be too hot. Listen, you gotta see. Girl, we ain't gonna talk about the outfit I got.
I got my green card to be there.
Yes!
It's gonna be 2 outfit changes.
2?
In the door alone.
Okay. Okay. Yo, so I heard it's gonna be an ass slapping boom.
Yes.
But I can't think. I think they said Reverend.
Oh. Make sure y'all come to the adult game night, February 18th, Big Exclusive Network. $25 to get in, nigga. Limited supplies lasting, nigga. So you better get with us fast. Oh, and by the way, Pop is still in the cellar.
Speak up when I hop about to cut, I promise I'm gonna speak up when I hop about to cut, I promise I'm gonna speak up when I hop about to cut, I promise I'm gonna make a scene. Got lights, cameras, action, but I promise that I won't be.
It's gonna be lights, cameras, action. Make sure you in the building. Queen Ree, good evening. Good evening. Glad to see you in the building tonight. Tiff is cracking up at actress Q Terrell. Yeah, Q was funny in that joint. She said, Cubs. She said, I got my green card just so I could come to this. That's what's up. Appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. Lights, camera, action, Tiff. Make sure you guys Cash App $ Big Exclusive, spelled exactly how it sounds, Big Exclusive, and secure your ticket. Once we reach capacity, it's shut down. If you send the money afterwards, I will send it back to you. And that's me being nice. I could just, but in any event, you're not going to want to miss it. It should be some great adult fun. Tiff and Dominique going to be great hosts. They told me about some games that they have planned, some special things that they have planned, and it's going to feel a little mysterious. You know what I mean? It's going to be mask in the building. Yeah, please come, please come clothed. It's the fact that you got to say that. Like, I don't believe anybody would show up naked. I would hope not. I would hope that no one showed up naked. But I guess I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think people would show up naked. And if they did, that don't mean we gotta let them into. But wouldn't that be a hell of a story? Wouldn't that be a hell of a story for somebody to show up to the to it? Dom said, shit, I was showing up naked. That, you know what, Dom? We don't believe you. You need more people. I can't see you doing that, Dom. Tiffany and mask and thongs. Oh my. Angry OG will be right back. He had to step aside for a quick second. So what I want to do until he gets back, it was a huge weekend this weekend. Super Bowl weekend. It's like the number one watch the number one watch event, period. Partially naked. I don't know, Tiff. You tell. I'm not coming naked or partially naked. I will be fully clothed. I will have all my clothing on. Okay. Now, I don't believe anybody's gonna show up partially naked either. It will be fun. It would make for a great story once again. And here's the thing: there will be armed security at this event, so don't act stupid. You will be dragged out there with a weapon to you. Also, phones pretty much will need to be in your pocket. We can't like legally take your phone, but if we catch you with the phone up doing any recording or taking pictures unauthorized, I don't care how much you paid or how many tickets you paid for, you will be asked to leave. Don't play. Don't play yourself. Don't play yourself. You will be asked to leave. All right. Big weekend. Super Bowl was this weekend, Super Bowl Sunday. You had the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. I noticed traffic was pretty damn good in the city of Philadelphia today. I'm just getting back from out of the country. Took a little quick vacation because I needed that, and I didn't want to be in the city while the Super Bowl was going on because you Eagles fans are insufferable. Phones are a no. You're going to fuck around and find out. Listen, we warned them, and we will warn them before the festivities get started on the 18th. You have your phone out if you want. That's on you. That is completely on you. When you were asked to leave without a refund, I don't hear nothing. Aren't we all naked underneath our clothes? That is right, First Last. We are all naked underneath our clothes. Here's the thing. It's a difference between being naked underneath your clothes and just not having clothes on altogether. We like to call that a birthday suit, right? I have this debate all the time with people. My birthday suit is fully naked with socks on. What's the saying, OG?
The socks don't come off, beloved.
Love it. The socks don't come off, beloved. The socks don't come off, beloved. I'm sorry, they just don't. But yeah, at the end of the day, we are, yes, First Last, we are all naked underneath our clothes. Now, how you show up to the party it'll determine whether or not you can stay at the party. Definitely gonna be some grown and sexy vibes going on that night. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you get your tickets. So OG was talking about the Super Bowl. I was just starting to talk about the Super Bowl. It was Super Bowl weekend, Sunday. You had the Chiefs versus the Eagles. The Eagles, first of all, it was a great game. All right. Hate aside, it was a really good game. And the Chiefs end up winning the game. Was it 38-35?
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes wins his second Super Bowl, and the city of Philadelphia lost a hard-fought Super Bowl. It wasn't a blowout. I love that. It was a very entertaining game. The Eagles led at halftime. Chiefs come back, scored pretty much on every possession in the second half. End up taking the lead. Eagles tied it back up. They had the ball. They end up running a lot of time out. Kicked the game-winning field goal. Eagles had a shot. Jalen Hurls won. And that was pretty much the game. Now, I tell people all the time, the Super Bowl, what the shares looking like. What's up, fam? Tiff, let me check. Tiff got on her producer hat tonight. Like, what the shares looking like, sir? I can check for you, right? We got 20 so far, Tiff. 21. That's a little light tonight. But I'm gonna be patient. People still tagging people in. Flight on the road again. So a lot of people, I was trying to explain to people, every single Super Bowl since the advent of the Super Bowl, there's 2 to 3 pivotal plays. Guaranteed one of those plays is going to be a call by the referee. Now, no sooner as I mention the Eagles losing, boom, royalty says lost because that's a bullshit flag. Now, respectfully,
I don't think that's the reason why they lost, but it didn't give them a chance to win, though. Like, at the end of the, you can't Referees, you shouldn't decide the outcome of a game. They wasn't making that call all game long. And then you make it at the end of the game.
Hey, listen.
You gotta swallow that flag, man.
See, now
you gotta swallow it.
Unc
swallowed it all game.
Unc said, well, first and foremost, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Lillian, good evening. Tiff nailed it. Let's at least get 10 more. Tell a friend to tell a friend. That's right. Creamy is agreeing with Angry OG. Good evening, Miss Sakina Manning. That is a new name. You know how we greet new folks here on the Big Exclusive Podcast. Miss Sakina, if you laugh, put on your gasoline drawers and bra because you going to hell with us. Good evening to you, Miss Man. Let me know if you laughed at that, Sakina. So with that being said, right, you said they haven't been calling it all game.
He didn't call it all game.
Do you feel like it was a hold?
It was definitely a hold.
Got you. All right.
But it didn't impede him from catching the ball though. Like,
so here's the question then, right? Because if it's let's be real, it can be called
every
fucking play.
Yeah.
Every single play. And that's why I'm gonna agree with you on the extent that at that moment in the game, the ball wasn't catchable either, in my opinion. The ball, now, was that tug on the jersey enough to have him miss 1.5 steps?
No.
Honestly, listen, and this, I'm not an Eagles fan. Everybody who watched the Big Exclusive Podcast knows I'm not an Eagles fan. Now, here's the thing. Here's what I will say. There were a couple other plays. Like you said, OG, I don't think that was the play that lost them the game.
No.
And I also believe at that moment of that magnitude, there's no way you can make you pull a flag out on that play. You just don't. Like you said, you swallow that flag.
Because this is what happens. From the beginning of the game, you let us play a certain way. He got away with a whole worse than that, and they didn't call it. So you let me play this way, I'm gonna continue to play this way all game. And then you want to throw a flag at the end of the game?
Exactly.
That was the only holding call in that game. They called one holding call the whole game. And that was the only one.
Listen, and again, here's the thing. Again, right? There's always those 2 to 3 pivotal moments in the Super Bowl that dictates how the game is going to end, right? And for me, I don't think that changed the outcome of the game. Well, it changed the outcome of the game.
What it did, it didn't give Jalen a chance to go down at least tie or go ahead.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it ain't giving.
They got the ball back with like 1:30, like a minute and 30 something seconds left. If they didn't make that call and they kicked the field goal, kick it off, a minute and 30 seconds left. That's enough time to go down there and kick a field goal or get 7. And they couldn't stop them. They couldn't stop them all game, basically.
And see, Creamy is she alluding to the fact?
No, it was a definite. It was a definite tug.
Yeah.
See, if he'd have had white gloves on, they wouldn't have knew he tugged it though.
That's it. That's it right there. That's another thing. But again, they was allowed to fucking destroy the clock once that call was made.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Like that was it. Like, so it kind of, looking at it, it definitely kind of changed the outcome.
They let them play football the whole game. They let them play football the whole game. It wasn't really that many flags. Like, they let them play.
And Creamy, this is another angle for you. You didn't see a tug, you didn't see a pull. There it is in 4K for you. You judge for yourself. Do you see a pull? Do you see a tug? Do you see a hold?
He definitely did it though.
He definitely.
I'm about to say it was more the first when he first grabbed him. That was the original.
No, the first one was fine because you could put your hands on him because it was in 5 yards. The tug is what got him. After the 5 yards, when he grabbed him by the back of his shirt, is what got him.
See, and here's what I want to focus on, right? Sean Deshaun, what's happening? Good evening to you. My bro, Maxim, is in the building. My guy, Pat, all the way from Boston. Pat, me and Pat had a good time this weekend. We went, I'll tell y'all about that later in any event. Shout out to Pat tuned in. Dom said, honestly, it looked like they were playing 2 different games. Here's when I talk about pivotal plays, when I talk about plays that decide football games, this was it. Andre, Mr. Hope Sproul said, oh, well, it is what it is. Jalen fumbled his chance and they took a TD from KC.
That fumble was in the first half.
Y'all dragging it. Peace.
That fumble was in the first half. He sound like a hater. He might like Steelers or somebody.
But listen, here's the thing. The battle of the turnovers, right? We normally say the team who wins the battle of the turnovers 90% of the time is going to win the game.
If they'd have came out and played a little bit of defense in the second half, they would have won that game.
They
played no defense at all.
That's another thing. Who the fuck is y'all defensive coordinator?
And then the Arizona Cardinals, listen, he's gone. He's Arizona's head coach now.
He is?
He just got his ass busted.
Yo, he needed to go. The level.
Listen,
how do you have two of the best corners in the league? A defensive line that you have at least 6 people that's interchangeable that can pass, rush, and stop the run. You do no blitzing?
It ain't even about it.
It's Patrick Mahomes.
But
that was too much zone coverage, in my opinion.
It's too much zone. Like, first of all,
too much zone coverage.
First of all, this is the defense they should have played. Kansas City wide receivers are mediocre. You could double Kelsey and play the rest of those guys man to man. They're mediocre at best.
Kelsey was cooking early.
You shouldn't play no zone defense at all.
Kelsey was cooking early.
You playing zone, you playing passive zone, and you let them throw the ball, and then you just tackle them. But you keep the ball like that though.
Look,
yeah, but you got to factor in the other part too. Their running game with that bull from Violent from New Jersey, he was beasting. He was running aggressive. They was averaging 6 yards per carry.
They thought Kansas City wasn't going to throw the ball. They thought they wasn't going to run the ball.
Right.
Because Kansas City don't hardly run the ball at all.
This is Dom. She is our
They got
resident
outcoached.
host of Melanated Vibrations. Dom said the Chiefs were playing their game and the Eagles were playing their game, but then defense was half-assed. This was not the best defensive line we've seen the entire season. Agreed. Royalty. If you look at the replay, he had his hand on the Bulls' lower back, and you can see all 5 fingers not grabbing. It was just touching. Bro, I just showed you.
He grabbed him, man.
Look, that's a handful of jerseys. It's right there. It's in 4K, bro.
I'm not saying that he didn't do it, but you got to swallow that flag. You can't call that if you let them play like that all game.
If that was what it was all game, then it should have been left right there. You shouldn't have called it. And I'm not an Eagles fan. Trust me. Fucking Poppy posted that I must have had a voodoo doll or some shit like that because it was the Giants that was killing the Eagles. Bradbury got the penalty and then the kick return. And I was telling Andy, my guy, when we was at the bar, I said, listen, I feel like y'all it's 3 phases to a game. It's offense, defense, and a lot of people forget about special teams.
Has been ass all year.
And y'all special, and that's where I felt like Kansas City had the biggest edge was on special teams. I didn't think they was going to be able to throw on y'all at all. I knew they was going to be able to throw because of the kind of defense they play. What have I been saying since day one? Since we started,
I don't like Jonathan Gannon.
Game Day Live.
His defensive philosophy is trash. He got that bend but don't break. He worried about you throwing the ball over his head. Yeah.
Miss Scott, hey Nikki, she said, "Hey fellas, now that gambling is legal, I believe the fix is in." I can't say that. I can't say because it was no evidence that it was so many opportunities for the refs to influence the game. And they didn't take those opportunities. I don't feel like any fix was in. Nene, what's happening? Andre said best coach won, and that's again where I felt like Kansas City had the advantage.
They got outcoached.
They got outcoached. That was before the 5-yard line, but I could be wrong. All right. Now, again, I've been trying to I've been holding my tongue because I've been wanting to barbecue the shit out of the Eagles fans, but everybody's level of sensitivity is so high.
But you can't really barbecue nobody when your team got your ass whipped earlier by that same team. You forgot?
No, bro. You know I don't forget, bro.
They beat the shit out of y'all.
Yeah, you know I don't forget, bro. You know I don't forget. And
you need not put lighter fluid on the fire, sir. Just
ain't no lighter fluid. It ain't no lighter fluid. Mother, hey, listen. I got barbecued
because y'all lost in the playoffs to us. You're supposed to get barbecued, and then you're supposed to be quiet.
This how I was
Mm-hmm.
Monday morning. This how I was Monday morning.
Forgetting the fact that y'all got bombed.
Bro, I ain't forget nothing. Let's look in my face. I ain't forget nothing. I took my barbecuing like a man.
And you've been waiting. You've been waiting every week.
You've been waiting
for the loss every week.
I've been waiting every week. Every week to get my barbecue back. Okay.
But the worst part about it is the cockroach ass Cowboy fans.
Man, they are cringy. They cringy as fuck because they have no Super Bowl or playoff wins in like forever. But the Eagles, I'm gonna just say it, and I don't give a fuck. Eagles fans are really the worst fans in the NFL.
No, I'm gonna say Dallas is.
I'm
gonna say Dallas.
No, well, maybe they neck and neck for me. But it depends on. It just depends.
This is why
because Dallas fans, they have a little sprinkling of racism with their shit. You know what I mean?
The Eagles. This is why you're gonna say the Eagles, because you in Philadelphia. If you wasn't in Philadelphia, you wouldn't say that. You in Philadelphia as a Giants fan.
We definitely got some shit with us, though.
Yeah, we do, but we're not worse than the Cowboy fans.
All right.
We're not worse than them, man.
In my opinion, the Eagles and Dallas fans are fucking neck and neck.
They worse. They be talking.
Dallas get an edge sometimes because of the racism, but also because they, for some reason, you might be right. I might hate Dallas more because for some fucking reason they think not only that they're America's team, but somehow they win in something. Like these motherfuckers, they walk around beating their chest with the star like they won anything.
Like the boy said, they just an accident waiting to happen.
Yo, wait. Hey, listen, you can have all the. Hey, listen, we can put together an all Madden team and put it right now, 2023. We could put together an all Madden fucking team for the Dallas Cowboys. They still gonna find a way to fuck it up and lose.
Yep.
It's the Cowboys. But I hate Eagles fans, bro. Now, my friends, I'm cool with my friends barbecuing me. But it's those Philly fans who aren't really from fucking Philly, the Delco motherfuckers, the South Jersey motherfuckers, the ones who moved from Philly to Florida, the Northeast fucking Eagles fans, like them the ones that make my skin crawl.
But you a Giants fan in Philadelphia, though.
So
you ain't no different than them.
Same difference, right?
So bullshit. You motherfuckers can't win with class. Y'all can't lose with class. Y'all
can't win it all.
Fuck it up. Bullshit.
And y'all can't win it all.
Bullshit. We got listen, we ain't gonna argue about how many rings and championships
we ain't gonna talk about that. It was 10 years ago. Y'all last ring was when? How long ago was your last win?
What does it matter?
Because you bringing it up. That's what I meant.
We talk about
you don't even know how long ago it was.
It was 2011. Total championship.
It's 2023.
We got more than y'all.
You wasn't even the fan when they won their first ones.
This is what I mean. Bullshit.
You wasn't.
Bullshit. I can
You
tell
really
you who
wasn't.
won it. Jeff Hostetler came in because Phil Simms was hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, so don't tell me I wasn't no fan.
I
Like,
said y'all first one. Y'all first one.
look, Dre, y'all Dallas haters. Wow, South Jersey fans can't cheer for fuck no.
They got to cheer for somebody.
No. They could cheer for Rutgers. That's who they need to cheer for. Rutgers. Sis, what's up, sis? I'm starting to sound like a Cowboys fan, Dom. No, y'all don't win gracefully. Y'all don't lose gracefully. Y'all can't even fans can't even come here and watch a game without feeling like their life is on the line. Y'all got no
anywhere though.
sportsmanship.
That's anywhere.
Nah, bro.
That's India. Go to the Raiders game. Go to Cleveland game. Go to 49ers game.
I've been to a Ravens game. I've been to
I said Raiders. You ain't go with the opposite opposing team jersey on either though, did you?
Everywhere I went, I wore a Giants jersey. Is you crazy? Is you crazy?
See, that's not even that's the Giants and the Ravens is not even that ain't even a thing.
I'm about to say that's not a rival. It got to be a rival.
Hey, man, see, y'all want to keep moving the goalposts. It don't matter what team come to Philly to see.
Well, you should keep your ass home then. You know what's going to happen, so stay home. Don't know what's going to happen ahead of time and then come and complain afterwards. That's like going to Mecca with a pig feet kufi on.
You out of pocket. Listen, I had a bet with my guy Andy in Montreal. And right before the game, we made a bet. If the Eagles win, right? Look at Dom. We an aggressive city. We not for the weak.
That's right. We call everybody dickheads.
Backdoor dickhead. So the bet was if the Eagles won, he got to pick any Eagles game he wanted, and I had to get tickets and we had to go. If the Chiefs won, I get to pick any Giants game and we get to go to East Rutherford.
Why you couldn't pick a Chiefs game? Because that wasn't your team. I forgot.
Man, for what? What the fuck I want to go see the Chiefs for?
So he really made out because it probably only cost like $20 to get the Giants game.
You a goddamn lie.
They're giving them motherfucking tickets away.
You a goddamn lie. This ain't the motherfucking Detroit Lions, nigga.
This is the you can come out the tunnel with them for
75. Eagles lost. That's all I needed was them to fucking lose and cry in the corner and cry about next year and cry. Listen, it got so bad for this one girl, right? She kept posting on Facebook. Every post was about fuck y'all. How can y'all root for? And so, I just wanted to stop by and say, hey, listen, I don't think those teams was rooting for the Chiefs. That's not their teams. They just happy y'all lost.
They was dick eaters rooting for the Chiefs.
She was.
Every Dallas fan was a Chiefs fan Sunday.
How you gonna root for a motherfucker? That's not your. I said, listen, I wasn't rooting for the Chiefs. I was just rooting for the fact that for y'all to lose. Fuck them. Y'all lose. That's all I needed. I could give two shits about the Chiefs. I don't have to deal with Chiefs fans barbecuing me. I got to deal with the Eagles fans.
And we're gonna run down on y'all again next year.
Y'all would have been so fucking insufferable. So fucking insufferable. I wouldn't. If
so
y'all would have won,
how would you have been if the Giants won?
I wasn't coming back.
How would you have been if the Giants won?
Listen. Let me explain something to you. Christine can attest to the 2 times because the 2 times the Giants won the Super Bowl, she had Super Bowl parties at her house. She can tell you how I am.
I wouldn't have let your nut ass in. There's no Giants fan.
But y'all wasn't in the game.
I wouldn't have let your nut ass in.
Y'all wasn't in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all wasn't in the game.
I think if we had won, Shannon would have been down Broad Street.
I think he would have too.
I think he'd been right on Broad.
It ain't a soul alive that can tell y'all they see me anywhere near no
He
Eagles
was down in
parade
the masquerade.
ever.
He was down there.
Never, ever. Pat, what about the white girl hostage situation last? Pat, I'm gonna tell that story later, Pat. Later on. We got to save that one. Dom, listen, Christine to tell you, Brent to tell you, anybody who knows me knows. Listen, I tell you like this: find the picture. That's all. Find a goddamn picture of me celebrating anything Eagles. It don't exist.
You ain't been celebrating nothing Giants neither.
I celebrate them every weekend. I pull out my championship replica rings and I wear all 4 of them motherfuckers. Hater. So that was the Super Bowl. Shout out to the Eagles. Great effort. The best team won. Clearly.
No, the best team actually didn't win. They really did. The motherfuckers decided not to play no defense, and that was it.
I'm waiting.
The best team didn't win. They didn't.
How?
Player for player on the roster, our team was better than this. We just didn't play. If we'd have played up to our potential, we'd have won that game.
Yep. Hands down.
That's the bottom line. They played no defense at all. How you let the motherfucker score every time they get the ball in the second half?
So wait. This is another National Football League team, elite enough to make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You discredit them.
I didn't discredit them. I said we was better than them.
Y'all wasn't playing no defense, or y'all decided not to play defense.
So you talk. What did you ask me?
And their offensive coordinator and the schemes that they put together to nullify anything that y'all would be able to do on defense.
We played no defense at all.
They came out in the second half and scored every single time.
And they didn't do that against nobody else. That's the aberration.
Where was the adjustment?
It wasn't none. They didn't play defense.
Your defense wasn't the best against them. So what are you talking about?
They got outcoached. They played no defense.
They made y'all look bad.
Man, we made ourselves look bad. They played absolutely no defense at all.
Bro,
you saw the game.
You discredit.
Come on, man. I'm not discrediting anything. I'm just saying we was better than them
because they planned and they
that don't got nothing to do. So let me ask you this question.
They made the better adjustments because they
had the better coaching staff. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. You're right. Okay. Was y'all better than New England? Was y'all the better team when y'all beat New England when they was undefeated?
Yeah, we won the game.
Come on, man, don't do that, man.
You won the game.
The best team don't always win.
Listen, all right.
Y'all was a wild card team, man. Come on, man. Cut it out.
Let's go with that.
The best team don't always win.
You're right. Let's go with that. Let's go with the best team don't always win, right? We'll agree. The best team don't always win. But you feel like y'all was a better team than the team that suited up yesterday.
Yeah, I think we was a better team. The same way you just felt like y'all was a better team than the Patriots.
Based off what?
Off how we played all year. Off the roster, off the makeup of our roster.
So now we
can go player for player, position for position. So they only got two. They only got listen. They only got an advantage at two positions on offense and defense combined. That's tight end and quarterback. No other position. It may be linebacker.
Yet they put up 38 points.
The same way y'all beat the Patriots. The best team don't always win. The Patriots was undefeated. Y'all was a wild card team.
And ran through everybody.
Y'all beat them. Y'all beat them.
We was the better team.
Don't do that, man.
Because we was the better team.
Come on, man.
Each one of those Sundays we showed up, we was the better team. It didn't matter what happened all year. Those Sundays that we showed up to play the game not played on paper, bro. If that was the case, the Eagles would have been.
Y'all needed help that year. Y'all won though. Y'all snuck in the playoffs that year. That I think that y'all won. Y'all needed some help.
We was just let him talk, man, because he's talking crazy out of his mind now.
We snuck in and then what?
Y'all played better than them that day. Okay. Y'all did.
That's why I said any given Sunday.
Exactly, but the best team. That's why I said the best team. The best team don't always win.
They were the better team yesterday.
No, y'all played better that game.
All right, so the
We've
Chiefs
seen
played
it. We've
better.
seen it on multiple
Chiefs
occasions
played better
where the
yesterday.
best team don't always win.
So the Chiefs played better Sunday.
They did, absolutely.
Okay, so the best team won.
In your mind, if you want to say so.
You just said.
I said the best team don't always win.
Okay.
They played better than us Sunday. That don't mean they was the best team. They played better. Just like
Were they
the
the
Patriots
best
was
team
better than
on
y'all,
Sunday?
but y'all
Were they
played
the best team on Sunday?
What'd you say?
Were they the better team on Sunday?
They won, yeah, of course.
That's all I was saying. That's all I was saying. That's it. That's all I want to say.
They played better. They won. They played and they deserved to win.
Look, Andre triggered. Y'all tripping. Why Jersey can't cheer for Philly? Say that one more time. That's South Jersey can cheer for Rutgers. No, you can't cheer for Philly. I said what I said. Write it down. Record. Get your screen recorder on. Big Exclusive said South Jersey got to cheer for Rutgers. They can't cheer for the Eagles. Now, that may not be the opinion of OG or Top Flight, but that's just my opinion. That's all. Super Bowl had a halftime show. Super Bowl had a halftime show led by Rihanna. Rihanna was the halftime entertainment. I'm waiting for all the black women to be triggered.
Triggered by what?
I want to hear OG.
I'm about to say she did a good job.
Yeah. Triggered by what?
So you enjoyed the performance, Flight?
Yes, I enjoy. I mean, she had her little moments where she was doing a little scratch and sniff, but
she was also pregnant.
But she was pregnant, right? So you can't expect her to be dumping and jumping and thumping and humping, and she did enough.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
So she wasn't pregnant?
You don't think she did a good job?
What are you talking about? I didn't say shit about her not being pregnant, bro.
Well, what's the cap? What's the cap?
That it was a good performance. That's the cap.
Why wasn't it? What was
because
good
it wasn't
about it?
Yeah, explain to us why it wasn't good.
First and foremost, she was pregnant and couldn't move like she would normally move had she done any other concert at any other point in her career. The second thing, there was no guest performances. There was she's
a hit by herself. She don't need no guest.
Man, like let me explain.
She's a hit by herself. She don't need no help.
She definitely needed help yesterday.
Let him go. Let him go. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Definitely needed help Sunday because the performance was dry. She was stiff. I don't care about her being pregnant because every feminist and every black woman on the planet will tell you, oh, we can do stuff pregnant. Why y'all want to act like we can't move or we can't do nothing or we handicapped when we pregnant?
Man. I'm not signing off on that.
She had plenty. She has so many fucking hits. She could have brought out anybody she did hits with before. She was stiff and underwhelming, and the shit, in my opinion, wasn't entertaining.
And you entitled to your opinion
at all. And yeah, I'm definitely.
You entitled
to yours, but don't make excuses for the girl. Like,
I ain't making no excuses. I said she was pregnant.
No, she was pregnant.
She did for what I saw. I
was caveat for what I saw.
I liked it.
But from what I saw, I think she was moving around. Honestly, I didn't even know she was pregnant. I found out. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought she had a baby like 8-9 months ago. I thought it was just the afterbirth. But they was like, no, she pregnant again. ASAP is ASAP in her ass real fast.
Man, listen, I for one felt like she needed some help. And Nene said she is pregnant. She confirmed it. And that's okay. I'm not saying because she's pregnant, she shouldn't be performing at the Super Bowl. That's not what I'm saying. But if you can't deliver, especially if after we had Snoop, Dre, M, and 50 last year, and what they did, Super Bowl halftime is one of the most watched. The Super Bowl period is one of the most watched events every single year on the planet. The NFL makes so much money off licensing of the game, the halftime show, the image, the logos, and the broadcast, and the commercial revenue. It's insane.
So peep this. She was out of sight, out of mind, because she had her first child, right? So if I'm on the, like you just said, if I'm on the biggest platform, why would I take away from me? Why not make it about me? So I don't. If I was her, I wouldn't have won no guests either. Jay-Z was in the goddamn building. He could have performed, but no, fuck that. Nah, this is my moment. I've been gone for a minute. Why not come back on a, like you said, the biggest platform with the most views, most eyes, the most, I'm gonna take the good with the bad. They're gonna criticize me regardless. But they talking about me. I wasn't being talked about for an extended period of time.
That's not true.
It made sense. I wouldn't have had to.
That's not true. Rihanna has her hands in too many things not to be talked about, bro. Her Savage Fenty collection.
But she does. But she's not.
Go ahead.
I'm not saying that she's not. She don't have her hands in a lot of different things. What I'm saying is, when the last time you saw her visibly, like where it was like a concert, a video, or anything to that magnitude, she's been MIA because she was on work leave, quote unquote, because she was pregnant. Then you come back a few months later, and then boom, Super Bowl. Because you got to also understand, they don't get paid to perform. They don't pay nobody.
Bro, you sound crazy for even saying something like that. You sound crazy for even saying somebody not getting paid to perform at the Super Bowl. Like,
bro, they don't get paid to perform at the Super Bowl.
First of all, everybody know that. She didn't have to agree to do it. If her performance was predicated, or how good her performance was predicated on how much she was going to get paid, she should not have done it, because I wouldn't have paid for that. Them people paid $60,000 a seat, $200,000 a fucking box for that. That's part of the entertainment. You paying for that as a consumer and as a ticket holder when you purchase that ticket. Don't give me that. Rihanna didn't need the alley-oop from the Super Bowl, bro. She didn't need that. And you crazy to think that she did.
Why don't you think she did? Are you serious? You know how much marketing, promoting, and how much revenue she'll gain outside of that? And you know the accolades that you can put saying you perform at the Super Bowl? You're not making sense now.
You definitely looking at it from, I don't know what lens you're looking at it from, bro, but I don't think you understand how big Rihanna really is. She didn't need the Super Bowl, bro. She didn't need the Super Bowl. She didn't even need it on her resume.
You crazy.
You crazy, Flight. And the fact that you making that a point of reference and it being predicated on her getting paid, because, so you mean to tell me all those other huge, great performances, they didn't get paid for either, right? Yet they showed up and they showed out. And the shit is legendary. She had an opportunity to put herself in the stratosphere. And also they did it,
bro, because of the marketing.
She had an opportunity to put herself in the stratosphere and in the pantheon and iconic status with the rest of the people who put up legendary performances that will be talked about from now until eternity, because the Super Bowl will be arguably forever. She had an opportunity to do that. And the only thing they're going to say about this performance was she performed while she was pregnant. Now imagine being a woman and only being remembered for the fact that you performed while you was pregnant. Not the performance, not the entertainment aspect as an entertainer, but the fact that you was pregnant. Come on, man. Stop it. And the fact that you think Rihanna, all people, needed the Super Bowl halftime performance to do anything for her, bro, you don't know how big of a star that lady is. You can't possibly know if you think she needed the Super Bowl.
I know. You just don't, you may not know how this entertainment business go.
Okay. I don't know.
I hear what you're saying.
I don't know how it goes.
There's no such thing as too much publicity. There's no such thing as too many followers or streams or talked about or
No.
marketing or promoting or
I
none
said
of those
this.
different things.
I said this. See, this is the problem. You trying to defend her business and her marketing and what it's going to do for her business and her marketing. Bro, nobody's talking. The question was the performance, the halftime show. The halftime show was lackluster at best. That's what I'm referring to. I don't give a damn. I just got a message. Pop sent how many streams went up, how many searches for Fenty went up, and I don't listen. As somebody who pays for the entertainment, I would not have been entertained by that. I'm sorry. Say what you want. That has nothing to do with her being a phenomenal artist. I don't know her as a mother. Congratulations to her. I don't know her as a mother. I don't know her personally. I'm looking at it strictly from a consumer point of view. If I paid that much money to be at the Super Bowl, and part of that was the halftime entertainment, I wouldn't have been satisfied with my purchase, bro. The game was great. And don't get me wrong, I love Rihanna, love her music, love Fenty, love what she's doing and how she representing black women and making and being a face for black and brown young girls to look up to and to aspire to be. And Nikki Scott is right. She is a billionaire. But she's right again. That was half-ass. And I'm sorry, you on the biggest stage that you'll probably ever be on. There's going to be more eyeballs on you in that one night that you'll probably have in the next 2, 3, maybe even 5 years worth of concerts.
So
you show up and you show out.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
What 5 songs that you wanted her to sing? Not even 5, 3.
Bro, it does. What does it matter what songs I wanted her to sing? It doesn't matter what I wanted her to sing. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, she could have sung Rockabye Baby. And if she would have did it in an entertaining way, then she would have won. The question is, how did you like the performance? You answered, you liked the performance. Why are we talking about all this other shit surrounding the performance, the back end revenue or searches or how much money she gonna make off of that? She doesn't need it, bro.
But we're talking about it because you said it. You said based off of what you spent on the amount of money for the ticket that you purchased. So they all coincide together. They all go, just like the game goes with halftime and halftime goes with the commercials. Everything is synced all together. Everything is united as one. You don't think that? So
listen. What exactly are you trying to say? What exactly are you trying to say?
No, I'm
having a hard time.
You saying why are we talking about one thing when the original question was her performance?
Her performance, right? That was the original.
But then you also said that as a consumer, if I spent a certain amount of money, it was lackluster. I'm just saying they all see how they all start coming together. That's what
I don't see how. I don't see how. I don't see how.
All right. Okay.
She bro. Listen. As a consumer looking for Flight, come on. And I understand. Every night you go out ain't gonna be that night. Right? And I get it. I didn't say she was bad. I'm just saying it wasn't that entertaining. It was half-assed. It was lackluster. Right? So ultimately, you enjoyed it, but you're trying to defend your opinion by bringing in stuff that don't have nothing to do with that half an hour that she was on stage or the floating stage performing with the dancers. None of that other stuff has anything to do with that. Now, if you want to tell me, all right, well, the only reason she did it was to get more publicity, was to get more streams, was to get more Fenty sales, then the shit is genius. As a businessman, it's a stroke of genius. I can back that 1010%. It was the exact thing to do. Who gives a fuck how you look when you go or how you perform when you go out there? But I was speaking strictly from an entertaining point of view. Was I entertained? No, I really wasn't entertained. Was it bad? No, it wasn't bad because I'm still a fan of the music. But does it stand up against past performances from other artists and other halftime shows? I asked y'all that question. How would you rank that? How would you rank that against Michael Jackson and Nelly and Dre and Snoop and 50 and them last year? Beyonce. How would you rank her performance versus all them other ones?
I wouldn't put it up there with none of those. Me personally. So
Tiff said, don't get me wrong. I was singing and dancing, laugh out loud. Shit, I was probably more entertaining. Probably so. Bruno Mars was another one. Shit, man. I love her. However, the performance was lackluster. Nikki Scott, she wasn't entertaining. Dominique, again, was underwhelming. Nene, I just don't like the costumes. What about the costumes? You talking about the mechanic red jumper she wore? I thought I would have bet money that somehow that was going to come off and this was going to be a different costume and it was going to be something decent and somebody else was going to come out and help. And Nikki, she was half-assed. Rihanna probably was introducing her maternity line by Fenty. Now, even if that's a stroke of fucking genius right there. You damn right you take the Super Bowl gig. Who gives a fuck how entertaining you is? The back end going to take you from 1-2 billion to 6-7 billion. I get that part. But I was just speaking strictly as a consumer of the entertainment that was the halftime show. And it just wasn't, in my opinion, it just wasn't good. The outfit was unzipped to show her pregnancy. That was planned. Again, how many of you actually nah, I'm gonna get in trouble if I say that. Creamy said it could have been so much better. I was expecting her to come out the jumpsuit until she was carrying a baby bump. Was that the point of the performance though? Was to announce the pregnancy? Dominique, we wanted a performance. She had a different agenda. It could have been so much better. I was expecting her to come out the jumpsuit until I realized she was carrying a baby bump. Got you, Creamy. So again, you know, it's not going up there in the pantheon of great halftime shows, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. To me, just to take that, Nikki said, "Oh, head, you quit."
No, I'm not arguing with you about that shit. I liked it. I ain't got to argue my point. It was all right to me. I wasn't looking for the historic performance. I just liked her songs and fuck it. All that going to the pantheon of greatness, I wasn't looking for none of that.
Dominique, shit, Beyonce did the same thing though. She announced her pregnancy while performing. Queen Rhea, I did expect more from her. The performance wasn't that good. Q, what's up, Q? We talking about the halftime show and the halftime entertainment. Rihanna, give us your thoughts. Nikki said, "Oh, head, you quit." I mean, again, I'm always looking for something different and legendary when I'm watching the Super Bowl because this is the halftime show. It's the one time people.
To be honest, I never even gave a fuck about the halftime show. Most of them I didn't even watch.
So a lot of the country ones I definitely wasn't into, but when they let hip hop in and you started to get the mashups and the pop, I found it to be thoroughly entertaining. Wait, didn't Mike do like the very first one? If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. But again, Rihanna cursed y'all team Damn. Why you say that, Q? Q, why you say that, Q? The commercial was whack too. What commercial, Nikki? Tiff, last year's performance was electrifying. It was. It definitely was. I agree with that wholeheartedly. It was definitely electrifying. Let me see something. But again, make sure you guys offer your opinions on the halftime performance. She said all of them. Yeah, like did you guys see any iconic commercials?
Tubi was the winner.
Yeah, Tubi fucked a lot of people up, bro.
Tubi had everybody grabbing remotes.
Yo, dude said he called his mother-in-law a bitch because he thought she was changing the channels. He's like, "What you doing, bitch?" I was crying.
That Puffy joint was ass. That commercial that Puff was in, that shit was ass.
You think so?
It made absolutely no sense to me. That might have been the worst one of the night.
Of the night, bro, it could have been. Listen, like honestly, commercials. The amount of money you have to spend to get a Super Bowl ad.
For a 30-second clip.
For a 30, and it's like, did anybody do any market research or do any fucking thing before they release that? Like, because a lot of companies do Flight. What do they call that, Flight? When they bring in people to screen or preview a focus group, right?
Focus. It's called focus or production teams.
So yeah, I think they call in the focus groups to kind of take a look at and then they also do what's called A/B split testing. I mean, you'll get one version of the commercial and then another group will get another version of the commercial and then they flip them and then show each, and then they kind of like test to see what that is. But look, here it is.
Welcome back to Super Bowl 57. So far, Greg, the game going like you expected?
Yeah, and so far, these teams, they've really...
Listen, motherfuckers lost they shit, bro. Dude said he thought his mother-in-law had the remote, and he was like, "What you doing, bitch?" He been trying to apologize to his mom. I mean, his girl, his mother-in-law. Tubi definitely was the big winner for me. Like, cause I really thought, like, yo, what the fuck are they? I looked around the bar, like, yo, who got the remote? Like, why would you do that? Like, what are you doing? And everybody was looking like, oh, like you heard the uproar, and then you figured it was like that was a good jar. Like they definitely won that. And what's crazy to me, Tubi's business model is pretty damn incredible. And it looks like they spent how much on that commercial? Dominique said they spent $7 million on that commercial.
7. I thought it was 10.
I would say it was worth every fucking penny of it, if you ask me. Every penny of it. They definitely spent that money wisely. She said the commercial was whack too. Last year's performance, all of them Tubi shut that shit down. Tiffany Ann, that Zoolander and Clueless commercial was it for me. That was reliving my teenage years. LaTanya Fowler cracking up. Nikki, I didn't see that one. Tubi. What'd you think? I just played it. It was, says LaTanya. Tiff, that Puffy joint was trash. Nikki agreed. That's what they spent. Thanks, Tiff. Whoa, Shannon. I ain't never. Hey, cuz. She said, hey, y'all. What's going on, cuz? I appreciate you locking in. Make sure you share. Make sure you share now that you in here. Please, please, please make sure you share. And if you haven't done so already, make sure not that one. Y'all get y'all 50 Shades editions of Adult Game Night hosted by Tiffany Ann and Dominique. A lot of things going on that night. We're gonna have a spanking booth. It's a 50-50 raffle. Make sure you bring a few bucks so you can get a drink. $5 donations for the drink. Light refreshments will be provided. OG, you ready for they tried to give you a booth for game night too, didn't they?
I set myself up for that shit.
So you actually doing it?
No, fuck no.
Flight, will you be able to make game night, Flight?
He
Nah,
gonna be
man,
in Seattle, man. He told you
I
that
got
6 times.
to fly to Seattle Thursday night, so I'm in Seattle doing 4 shows.
Nikki said husband is calling. Good night. Good night to you, Nikki. Appreciate you locking in for the night. Laugh out loud, OG. Tay Boogie, top screen look like me playing hide and go seek. Laugh out loud. Tiff says, you ready, Dom? Let's give them something to remember. Yeah. That's why armed security gonna be in the building. So OG, how was your weekend? Did you do anything dope this weekend?
No, I ain't do shit.
Now, where you watch the game at?
Oh, I watched the first half over my overhead house. He keep asking me to come over, and I keep fleeing him. And I came and watched the rest of it with my son.
Oh, okay. So that's what's up. Flight, how was your weekend? What you had going on? Where you watched the game?
Dope, man. Had a bunch of shows. Was in Violin, New Jersey, and Burlington, New Jersey, Friday and Saturday, and then watched the game out North Philly with a couple of the bowling friends and family and all that stuff. So.
You in a bowling league, Flight?
Yeah, I bowl on Wednesdays and Thursdays, but I ain't bowling. Well, I'm bowling Wednesday. I ain't bowling Thursday because I got to fly out.
All right, yeah, you learned something new. I never knew, bro, that you was a bowler.
Yep.
What's your average?
Got a 215 average.
Damn, that's pretty good. The perfect game is 300.
300, yep.
OG,
you be wearing the nut ass shoes, Flight?
First of all, they not nut ass. I got a good pair. Not them Fred Flintstone Jones.
Dominique said, Flight, is there anything you don't do?
Yeah. There's some things I don't do.
What?
I want to know now. He made it sound like scandalous and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just me, huh? He made the shit sound scandalous. Like, yo, this is some shit I ain't gonna
I thought he was about to say, I don't eat ass. Like,
inquiring minds want to know, Flight.
What I don't do. I ain't got no, how OG say, bitches. So listen, right? I'm almost at my destination. I'm getting ready to go in here, and I'm out York, PA. So hopefully, there's people in here. I'm getting ready to go perform. I love you, brothers. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, everybody on here for tuning in. And I'll holler at y'all later. OG, I gotta call you. I'll hit you up tomorrow. I'm gonna need some more of these too. All right, love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I got Shannon. I'll call you tomorrow. We gotta set up another sit down. It's been a month, so y'all said that we were supposed to do it once a month. So
and it's his turn too.
I love y'all. Y'all be good.
All right, Flight. Who was you talking to? He must got some personal shit going on. Can somebody send him a message and tell him that he ain't talking to us? We don't hear him.
I knew that it was one of those friends who called me and knowing the show was on
Ahmed.
or not knowing. Ahmed, best friend. Yeah, pretty much Ahmed, best friend. Look at Don. We can't hear you, nigga. We can't hear you. Tiff said, not ass eating. So I got to watch the Super Bowl with some friends in Canada, in Montreal to be exact. And shout out to Andy and Rick and Steve and Johnny, Pigeon, Bruno, Patrick. It's a dope night. I was trying to upload the footage. Maybe somebody can help me with this too, because a lot of the footage is shot in that cinematic mode. And for some reason, when you try to upload it fucking uploads like 2 or 3 of the same file, but different extensions that I can't really open unless I put into a video editing program. You know, I normally, like, Apple always doing too much. But in any event, I tried to open the shit up and it wouldn't open up. But I started off my journey on Friday. I got to Boston super early because that's where Pat live at. That's Pat right there. Said, yes, sir, me too. So Pat is from Boston, your cousin from Boston. So me and Pat, we spent the first half of the day in Boston. He was finishing up some work, so I got to see some cool shit in Boston. I got to see Fenway Park, the Green Monster, where the Bruins play at, something garden. And then we went and got some Boston breakfast. It had this specialty, some apple something in the cast iron skillet. I should have tried it, but I was playing it safe, knowing we was getting ready to drive up to Canada, to Montreal. So fun fact, we get our day started. We get on the road. We stop in New Hampshire to like grab beer and shit like that. So I should have grabbed souvenirs too. All right. Okay. So what happened was, go ahead, OG, you gotta go. So what happened was Pat and I got on the road. We stopped in New Hampshire to get a grub. Once we got a grub, we got back on the road and we were in Vermont. Look at Tiff, my fat gene activated. Tiff, your fat gene activated? So yeah, so we run out of gas in Vermont. So Pat is like panicking, like fuck. So I'm like, yo, and me being from Philly, I would have panicked in Philly because nobody's gonna stop for you in Philly. You just fucked over. Like, it's not a lot of like people out there stopping for strangers who ran out of gas in Philly. So I said to Pat, I said, yo, it's Vermont, dog. These people are nice. They gonna stop. So I get out the car, I do the wave, and this lady stopped. She pulled over. Pat got in the car with her. I stayed with the car. This lady was so nice. She's like, this is an emergency. So she made a U-turn on the highway. I think we were on 93 or 81 anyway. She made the U-turn. Pat went and got the gas. He was back in like 10 minutes. We was back on the road. Salute to that lady. Salute to all the people in Vermont. And then we actually stopped in Vermont to get something to eat. And I'm mad because I don't have the pictures, because I did like a brief episode of Fat Gene Activated at what is that, Mad Taco? Look, Pat said true story. So now Pat's been to Canada, I want to say 4 or 5 times in the last 3 months, right? Every time he crosses the border, no issues. They ask him a couple questions, tell him going about his business. Thank you, Pat. Yes, Mad Taco. So now I'm in the passenger seat this time. Can anybody guess what happened when we got to the border? Anybody want to take a guess? Anybody? I'm listening. Comments are wide open. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this. OG has some business to take care of. Flight has some business to take care of. I'm going to open the show up. The link is in the comments if you want to join me. Dominique said we got stopped. She also said we got searched. Anybody else want to take a guess before I reveal what happened? Creamy says y'all got stopped and searched. Q said y'all had issues getting through. Okay. Waiting on that last one. If anybody want, Tanya had the runs. Damn, Tanya, that's hilarious. So everybody who said we got stopped and searched is absolutely correct. We had issues at the border. They was asking us a bunch of questions. What are we going there for? So here's the funny. It went something like this. Where you coming from? No, they asked Pat, where you from? Pat says Boston. He asked me where I'm from. I say Philly. He like, how do you know each other? Funny thing, fun fact. The only reason Pat and I know each other is because of the person that we were going to see in Montreal, which is Pat's best friend, Andy. So Andy is from Montreal. Pat is from Massachusetts, Boston. I wouldn't know Pat if I didn't know Andy. Andy's in Montreal. Pat's in Boston. So Pat's in the States with me. So they ask us now, mind you, when we were at Mad Taco, we got these like ginger brews. Like Pat put me onto this ginger drink. The ginger, it was so fucking strong and spicy, but it was so good, so crisp, so refreshing. You ever in Montpelier, the capital of Vermont, stop at Mad Taco, get a ginger brew, and get one of their, we had the burrito bowls, I believe. It was delicious. It was definitely good. So again, back to the story. Pat's been there 4 or 5 times in the last 3 months. I get in the car with him. Where are you from? Hey, I'm from Boston. Where are you from? I'm from Philly. How do you know each other? Because the guy we're going to see in Montreal. What are you going to Montreal for? The Super Bowl. What's in the car? What the fuck? Like a bunch of questions later. He's writing down on a yellow notepad. So now at the same time, me and Pat like, yo, why can we get our passport stamps, stamp one time? He gave us the arrogant French Canadian look, like fuck out of here. Matter of fact, he wrote something on the yellow note. He wrote that because matter of fact, we had beer. He was like, how many beers you had? So we had a case of beer, which was 24 and 2 4-packs of like this highly coveted beer that everybody's looking for. We was able to find an 8-pack of it. So we was going to take it into Montreal. So we was declaring 32 beers. So he wrote something down on the yellow notepad and was like, all right, go ahead, pull it. He was move forward, make a left at that yellow cone. So we pulled around, made the left at the cone. They got us out the car. I went to put my phone. No, sir, leave everything on the seat. I said, damn. So now me and Pat are standing on the curb while they pull out all our luggage, open glove compartments. They opening, they looking under seats. They taking all our stuff out of our bags. Now, mind you, you take time to pack your shit, right? I'm not the only one. You take time to pack your stuff the right way so everything fits. It's Tetris for like fucking adults when you packing your suitcase. Everything's got a certain, specific, so everything fits. You got your sneakers, boots, whatever. Man, they yanking all that shit out, yanking it all out, just tossing it around, just disrespecting our shit. So they pull up the two bottled beers. And they weren't beers, and they looking like, this guy's drinking beers. And we both looked at the customs agent like, what? You better read the fucking thing. Like, but it did say ginger brew, not ginger beer. Even if it said ginger beer, it's not alcohol. There's no alcohol on the label, no percentage. So they thought they had us in the aha moment, like y'all drinking and driving over the border. It's like, no, sir, that's not it. So while me and Pat on the curb, I say to Pat, I said, yo, I owe you an apology. He like, huh? What for? Anybody want to guess what I apologize to Pat for? While y'all guess why I apologize to Pat, I'm going to go to a couple comments. Yeah, we had issues getting through. Q. Hannibal, this day is fucked up for me. I'm ready to put fucking hands. What? My birthday is fucked up. About to get my pole and act stupid. Hannibal, you just snitched on yourself live on the podcast, bro. This is social media. What are you talking about? Like, first, delete that comment and then let me know what's going on behind the scenes. You don't put that kind of shit in public like that, bro. Wait, we in social media times, nigga. What you mean? How we know each other? Yeah, right, Q? Tay Boogie, like, huh? Dominique being black. Creamy said being black. Q said for being black. I tell you, we got the smartest audience. I apologize. I said, Pat, I apologize. And I know every time he come up, because we got the same friends, right? Andy and I are friends, and him and Pat are best friends. And so I know when he's there, like he might go up to go snowboarding or tubing or just to go up to have a good time. You go up there and get some good Canadian weed, right? So I had to apologize. I'm like, yo, bro, my bad. Like, now you know what it's like to be with fucking a black dude. Like, you're getting your first black experience. Relax. So we laughed about that. They finally got finished checking everything. They finally let us go about our way. They held us up for about a half hour. I think max, it was about a half an hour. They fucking held us up from going on our trip and enjoying ourselves. Laugh out loud. Sound like Hannibal Valentine's Day date giving that V to another nigga. Ooh. What, Q? Yeah, exactly, Tay Boogie. He needs to chat with somebody. Hannibal, what's going on, man? Hey, do this, Hannibal. Click the link. Let's talk about it. You sound like you need to vent. Don't come on here and incriminate yourself, though. Click the link, give it access to your mic and your camera, and let's talk about it so you don't hurt nobody or you don't kill that girl. I don't want to see you on TV. Q, don't get deported. So yeah, that's how the trip to Montreal started. It started off great. Boston is a beautiful city. I didn't run into any racists because we didn't really stop at any places. Although the restaurant we did walk in, I was the only black guy there where we went to get breakfast. But nobody cared. I didn't have a racist experience in Boston at all. I wasn't there long enough. Look at Q. Yes, we want to know. Laugh out loud. Dominique shit TV. I'm looking out my front window right now. Everybody think the booty bandit sweet. It's about a clown nigga. All right, come on the show. Let's talk about it so we can calm you down, bro. Let's walk you off the ledge. Because you making that comment. Did you delete it? Before you come in the show, delete that comment first. Look, I'm going to delete it. Now it's gone. Because you acting crazy. Big exclusive. Nice to see that your hands are moisturized. Dom said I'm off tonight. Okay, Dom, respect, understood. Yeah, so Tiff caught me lacking in Montreal, but listen, you have to wash your hands a lot. COVID is not over, okay? It is not over. And best practices are to wash your hand. I need to carry me a pocket size Big Exclusive Naturals lotion. Get Dime so she can get so he could get grounded first. Dime has great grounding techniques. Shout out to Melanated Vibrations. I love that show. Shout out to Miss Hutchins. I didn't get to catch a lot of that show. At that point, we was back on the road again in the mountainous areas. The signal wasn't so good. Tiffany, no excuses. I'm letting you get away with that shit again. Okay, Tiffany, dang. Well, all right, I'm gonna tell you what. Make sure you come over and be my personal moisturizer. How about that? Q, I said I'm off tonight. Leave me alone. I don't think she could treat Hannibal anyway. There's a conflict there. So we get across the border. Did y'all want me to continue the story about the weekend, or we can go off into something else? We got a half hour left. We can pretty much talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. I actually had a really nice time in Montreal, thanks to Andy and Rick and Steve and goddamn Maxim. Pat saved the day. Pat saved the day. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna offer y'all a little moment of transparency. I'm gonna tell you how good my friends are to me. So before I left the country, you know, you do what you're supposed to do as an adult. You pay all your bills. And nigga, the money was looking kind of funny. I started to cancel my trip because I'm like, yo, the money looking funny. But I had a check that was scheduled to come, you know, Thursday. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'll pay the shit. Check come Thursday. I'm golden. Why the check come Friday, y'all? Why the goddamn check come Friday? God damn. Now, don't get me wrong. I had some money, but fun fact, Cash App does not work in Canada. Why I say I have really good friends, Pat consistently allowed me to send him money through Cash App for shit that I wanted to buy in Canada without any complaints. He's like, nah, don't even send me the money for this one. I got this one. We ate at some of the best restaurants Canada has to offer. Hands down, legit, Boca Iberica, which is Andy's restaurant, and I'm biased because that's our friend. And god damn it, the food is fantastic. I'm gonna have some pictures next week. I may go live tomorrow just to show the pictures and give y'all a walkthrough. But shout out to Pat and Andy. They held me down while I was there because Cash App wouldn't work in Canada. I was allowed to send Pat some money to cover expenses. And he was like, don't worry about it, bro. I got you all good. Friends didn't pay for anything at Andy's restaurant. We had a bunch of, I'll get to the food in a second. So I'll continue the story because Tiff said so. Look at it. Continue the story. You gonna call me an ashy motherfucker and then want to hear my story? Q, shout out to Pat and them. Much needed outing for you. Yes. Tanya, what you laughing at? Table, you look like you had mad fun. Bro, I did have mad fun. Shout out to Dimitri, too. I'll get into that in a second. So we get on our merry way. We in Quebec now. We have to get to Montreal. It was an hour from the border to where we were staying. Where we were staying was an Airbnb that was literally right next to the restaurant Andy owns. He hooked us up with it, got a great price. Only thing I fucking hated about that Airbnb, it was a beautiful spot. They had the espresso maker, the blender, the 4-slice toaster. It had purified water, hot and cold, coming out of a water machine. They had food in the cabinet, sparkling water if you was into that, rugs so you could take your shoes off. The bathroom was beautiful. The bathroom was a little weird though because the mirror was so close to the sink, like I couldn't like get down and I had to get a cup and get the water to but it was a beautiful, beautiful Airbnb. We had balconies we had a balcony. You can go out and you can look out to at the restaurant. It faced it. It was dope. It was a beautiful place. Salute to Andy for hooking that up for us. So we finally get to our destination, which is the Airbnb. Me and Pat drag our bags upstairs. We not check in. Matter of fact, we stopped at the restaurant first because we had to get the key. We didn't know the lockbox combination. His best friend had it. We got that. We go take our bags in. What do you think we did next? Exactly. We went to the restaurant because we was fucking hungry. And when I tell you, we ate like kings. Now, I'm going to tell you this. And I don't want none of you to laugh. Like, you went all the way to Canada to eat. Y'all want to guess what my first meal was? I'll give you a hint. Black people eat it all the time. Now, I'm just going to give y'all a hint. Black people eat it all the time. So we get to the restaurant. We embrace Andy. Bruno was the chef. Shout out to Bruno. He's the head chef at Boca. This dude's a wizard in the kitchen. We sit down. Portuguese, because Boca is basically a Portuguese restaurant. Andy is Portuguese. His father started the restaurant. His dad is actually in Portugal as we speak. So it's a Portuguese restaurant. They put out Portuguese rolls with this super fragrant, beautiful, cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. Good stuff. But he also had cornbread came out too. Now, when you think cornbread, you think our people with the square slices. No, this was like little baked loaves that they cut, and it was so good. I was like, but I need butter, bro. They brought out softened butter that was already softened and salted, super creamy. It was delicious. So, Mimi, you're right. It was chicken, but what part of the chicken? Latanya said French fries. Fun fact, Latanya, I am allergic to potatoes, so I would never eat French fries. Queen, that's right, chicken. Dominique, yes, chicken. Tay Boogie, no, not cereal. Dante, sausage and peppers. I'm sorry, sausage, pause, eggs and cheese. No, but he did have sausage and peppers at the Super Bowl party. Mimi, no, not a wing. Not a wing. A couple more guesses on what part of the chicken we had. And I'm telling y'all, another hint, Bruno is a wizard in the kitchen. Because this shit was delicious. And I'm going to tell y'all how delicious in a second. No, not thigh, not feet. Tay Boogie, I'm definitely never eating feet. I don't give a fuck who cooked it. I don't care if your grandma was from Mississippi and she do cook. No, I'm not eating no chicken feet. Sorry. Mimi says breast. I love breast. Love breast. But no, not breast, not leg, Mimi. Dime, not breast. Leg, no. Latanya, not leg. Nope. Not leg, creamy. Mimi, nope. Not leg, quarter. All right. Last hint. No, not skin. Not skin, Mimi. That was a good guess, though, Mimi. That was a good guess. First last said neck. No, not neck. Dime, I don't want to say that because I think you being slick right there. You trying to get me to say, no, it wasn't that. Dime said, shit, tell us. Dante, good guess. Chicken butt. Nope. First, last. Nope. Cream. No, man. Queen, you right there, Queen. You right there, Queen. To who the fuck eats toenails? Latanya, that was rude, okay? What is a gizzler? is a gizzler part of a Twizzler? Is that a Twizzler cousin? Yes, me. Mimi was the first to correctly guess chicken gizzards. So I told you, we really, like, when we were eating, you had to order, but not really. Like, Andy and Bruno would just send out stuff for me to eat. So they sent out chicken gizzards, and I'm like, bro, gizzards? Now, anybody who grew up where we grew up, right? Maybe I named every other part. Queen just made some. Listen, I'm making some right now because, my fat gene was activated because when he bought me the gizzards, no, as a matter of fact, he bought the gizzards to Pat. Pat had the gizzards. And he was like, bro, you got to taste it. Now, our people. Ree, let me ask you a question. She says she just made something that's crazy. She says it has to be tender. And you made it two ways. It's the chef in you speaking. I can hear your chef spirit speaking to me right now. Because you know how our people make gizzards, right? Most of our people, we take the gizzards, clean them real good, toss them in some flour, and fry them to their motherfucking country. Put a little salt, pepper, and hot sauce on them. And then we sit there and chew it like it's fucking meat bubblegum for the next hour. I'm grown now. I don't like that. I'm grown now. I don't. You okay? You okay? You okay?
Yo, I'm dead.
I was talking to your spirit. So yeah, we season the fuck out of it. We clean them real good. We season the shit out of them. Toss them in some flour, seasoned flour. The flour seasoned. The gizzards are seasoned. And you know how we season till the ancestors say what? Stop. but goddamn, you motherfucker put them in the flour and you fry them hard. I mean, you can fry these bitches till they dry out. Ain't no such thing as overcooking the gizzard. You can fry that shit till it be as crispy as candy canes. And you bite into that shit and you still feel like you eating motherfucking meat bubble gum for the next fucking hour. So I stopped eating gizzards a long time ago. So when Chef Bruno brought the gizzards out to Pat was like, holy fuck, you got to taste this, bro. I'm like, what is it? He said, it's gizzards. I said, nah, I'm cool. I don't feel like I'm on vacation. I'll be damned if I eat some poor, awful, chewy bubble gum. I'm not doing it. He said, no, man, this is tender. I said, get the fuck out of here. He said, no, bro, you got to try it. He said, you got to try it. Queen Reed says you got to boil them first. You do. So, you know, I had to ask. Brandy in the building. What's up, Brandy? We was missing the savagery. Latanya Fowler said, never had those. Latanya, where are you from? Where are you from? Your name is Latanya. Where are you from? And don't tell me you never had chicken gizzards. So I asked Bruno, I said, what the fuck did you do to these? I need these all the time. Like you said, you got to boil them first. So Bruno proceeds to run down the whole recipe to me. He said, man, yeah, you got to clean them. You boil them. Latanya, where is you from is what I asked you. Tell me where you from. I need to know where part of the world you from that don't eat gizzards or you never tried gizzards. Okay? Just tell me. You talking about because I haven't. Brandy, I have a strong disdain for chicken gizzards. Brandy, tell me why. Tell me why you have a strong disdain for chicken gizzards. I bet y'all, you, Tanya, you from West Philly? You had gizzards before. You had to have had gizzards before. And if not, I got you. Your boy gonna hook. You gonna come in, you gonna try them at the right time because they're not gonna be meat bubble gum. Okay? It won't be meat bubble gum. Tiff, the sound effects, I'm crying. Brandy, tell me why you have a strong disdain for chicken gizzards. Let's talk about it for a second. But I bet you it's the reason I already said. So Bruno said, bro, you got to boil them for a certain amount of time. And then I let them braise. So he's like, you got to make the sofrito. I said, what a who though? It's a sofrito. Every country, every ethnicity, everybody has their version of a sofrito. Okay. Black people, we have one. We just don't know it. Okay. But we got a sofrito. And there's salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. Name me a meal that you cooking that don't have garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. Name me a black piece of chicken that don't have garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. Look, Mimi testifying. She said she in the background. Now she Latin, so her sofrito might be salt, pepper, garlic, onion, adobo,
no, salt, pepper,
adobo?
Green peppers. No, adobo is something different. So the sofrito is tomatoes, garlic, cilantro, and green peppers mostly.
All right. So for
yellow onions.
For black people is onions, garlic, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Okay.
And everything.
Everything. Okay.
Okay.
Q. I'm gonna bring you back. I just love bringing you in when you testifying. I see you with the Shemina line like this. He talking that
Latanya,
shit.
she gotta be young because there's no way that you grew up and never had.
Q said she's gonna make some Tuesday. Okay, cool. Q. Latanya,
wait,
inbox.
Q, is she coming? Is she coming Saturday?
To why?
To game night. to bring a sampler.
No,
Why
it's
she want to make
gizzards.
it
About
Tuesday?
time. Yeah, about time it get to you Tuesday. That shit ain't gonna be no good. She said, "Unreal, you ain't never had them." So Queen Ree says, right. Look at who, me, Creamy? What I do? And Brandy, I told y'all, she said, because you got to chew them bitches for a week. Now, Brandy, I'm about to put y'all on game. Tiffany Ann, we need a fat gene activated with the chefs of the Big Exclusive Network. I'm down. We should have
Talk
like an
about
Iron
it,
Chef
Tiff.
battle.
Talk about it.
Latanya Q, he said they're chewy bubblegum meat. Ew. It is, Latanya. Yes, it is. But it's like a rite of passage. Listen, I'm going to tell you the scenario in which you have to try it. Right? When we was kids, my mom used to make chicken gizzards all the time. First of all, you can get a pound of chicken gizzards for like 50 cents. Right? Chicken gizzards is always cheap. I don't know if they was literally 50 cents, but they were cheap. So my mom would get the chicken gizzards. She would drop them in some cold water, hit them with a little bit of white vinegar, a little bit of salt, and wash them out and rinse them out and wash them up and rinse and wash them. She wash and rinse the motherfuckers 19 times, it felt like. First, last, my jaws sore just thinking about gizzards.
I felt that.
So my mom used to take and season the shit out of them, season the flour, toss them in some flour, and then deep fry them real fast. And they used to look like little chicken. It used to look like little popcorn chicken on the plate, right? And she would hit them with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, while it was still hot.
So it could stick right to it.
Listen, everybody, we was greedy, fat ass kids, right? So I'm like, Mom, can I get one? She's like, she would tell me, no, you don't want no damn gizzards. You don't even like gizzards. How you know? I love gizzards. My fat ass, fat gene activated. She give me one, and I pop it in my mouth. And those first couple chews, I'm like, damn, this is delicious.
But then you never stop chewing.
You never stop fucking chewing. It's just. She would just look at me like, look at your fat ass. Look at your.
Now you just got saliva meat in your mouth.
Now you on some greedy shit. And I'm looking for an escape right shit. Stand there. It took me like 20 minutes to fucking chew that gizzard. Q says she love them. Brandy, my grandma made them a lot too. And I feel like the Chinese store was selling them. The Chinese store, you could definitely go to the Chinese store and get you some fried gizzards and fried rice platters. I'm telling you, salt, pepper, hot sauce.
You can.
Salt, pepper, hot sauce. So that's how you
I
have
don't know
that
about
tried
Philly,
gizzards.
but Jersey, we got them.
Now, I done told your motherfucking ass. And there was another motherfucker in here from Camden talking. Why Philly can't? Why Jersey, South Jersey don't have no professional team.
Oh no,
root for Rutgers. Don't come over that bridge acting like y'all own.
You
something.
can't even
y'all
root for Rutgers because Rutgers is more North Jersey for Road than down here.
I come over the bridge. I see Rutgers. Okay, when I come over the bridge, I see it. Okay, so Brandy, right? Her grandma. Miss Fanny Collins, 41st Street legend, used to make gizzards all the time. Q said gizzards and chitlins are my two fave ghetto black folk eats. Now, Q, you didn't lost me with that one. I ain't fucking with no.
I've never had a chitlin, but my mom was always the one to make them. I can't. The smell lasted in your house for 2 weeks for no reason.
That's a no thank you for the gizzard. Now you'll see how y'all talking shit about the gizzards, right? Do you have to have hot sauce with them? Because I don't eat hot sauce. Somebody find Latanya. Look her up. Look.
It helps Mimi, with the flavor.
Put your producer hat on right quick. Look up this name. Find her for me, please. She said, do you have to have hot sauce on them? Because I don't eat hot sauce. Find Latanya. The look on your face, Shannon. No Jersey slander now. I root for Stockton. Oh, all right. As long as it ain't Philly team. My mother would fry them up, put hot sauce on them, Put hot sauce and yeah. No, cute. It's the mac and cheese that's the favorite soul food side dish for me. Facts. And Tiff makes a hell of a mac and cheese. I feel like I'm learning a lot about y'all. No hot sauce? Yeah, I don't know who the fuck. Like Jersey be eating them ghetto hookups. I was in Trenton, like, what the fuck is that? It was really the inside of a cheesesteak dumped on fries.
My corner store sell that.
Cute. See, if they clean the Q, no, we not doing that. We tried to find her before. I think Poppy found her. Oh, Poppy. Did we find her?
I found her, but I don't know if that's her.
All right. Because I need to get Latanya some
gizzards. You need more information. I
need to get her some gizzards with some hot sauce. What do you mean,
yes, and mac and cheese?
Because Tiff said that was the greatest holy shit Valentine's Day challenge. Switch phones since y'all so in love. Damn, that was savage as shit. Yes, Poppy found me before. Laugh out loud. All right, here we go.
Oh man, Poppy sharing the chat.
They be raving about your mac and cheese. It really is good, Brandy. No cap. Now don't fuck with her oxtails now. Oxtails will burn your motherfucking inside out. Okay. And yes, I did.
I'm not a big fan.
That hot oxtail is too fucking hot. It was good. The juice, like you sop up with some bread, it's just too motherfucking. I think about it. My nose just started running. My ass started burning. Tiff, you only supposed to put the hot scotch bonnet in and take it out. You ain't supposed to cut it all up and put it in there. God damn, that shit was hurting.
Oh, it's spicy?
It was so good. Yeah, it was so good.
Can't do too much spicy now.
Yeah, look, she laughing, had your nose runny. That ain't funny, man. That ain't. And look, the crazy part is my meatball had something. My meatball had to try it. She just wouldn't take no for an answer.
All right, Tiff, can you make it like less spicy for me?
Right. First of all, as Latinx, how you saying no to the spicy?
Do you want to know why? Because I have hemorrhoid problems. I've had surgery, so I have to be careful with what I eat. There you go.
No, I couldn't stop eating it. That's the problem, and I paid for that shit later. I want some oxtails. Who got stamps? Because they high as fuck. They definitely high.
Here come Brandy.
So I'm gonna try to put a nice little bow on this. Salute to Bruno, head chef over at Boca in Montreal. If you're ever in Montreal, let me know. Hit me up. I'll give you some great places to visit and eat. I'm gonna try to have some pictures and stuff for y'all next week or tomorrow. Maybe I might do a special live if anybody gives a shit. So wait, no, Hannibal ain't really want to tell us what was going on, and he just wanted our attention. Some people just, some people die. He's probably gonna wait till after the show and maybe call my phone or something. But I'm here for him. I don't want that man to throw his life away over somebody thinking he's sweet, because a lot of times people try to trick you out of your position. And I don't even want to talk about that. Back to the chicken gizzards. It's a revolutionary thing for me. All right. It was revolutionary because these gizzards were so tender. So he said, boil them first, right? Once you boil them in like a stock of celery, onions, carrots, bay leaf, herb de Provence, and you skim up all the scum and the dirt and stuff off of them. And then you put together a sofrito, and then you braise the gizzards in the sofrito for a few hours. They become so tender. And then what he did was he made the sofrito and he served it in like this crock, this long crock with the juices. It was so fucking delicious.
Now, that
So
definitely is
delicious.
not the chicken gizzards we grew up
So
on.
tender. So here, this is how I'm gonna smack it up and flip it though. Once it gets that tender, I'm gonna pour it in the bowl, right? Long bowl, one of those Tupperware, and I'm gonna let it chill, and then I'm gonna drop it in the refrigerator overnight. Take it out. I'm gonna pat it dry. Hit it with the last little bit of seasoning. Put some flour, season the flour, hit the flour with a little bit of cornstarch for that extra crisp, and then deep fry them. It's gonna be like the best popcorn chicken you ever had in your motherfucking life. Y'all, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna take a picture.
When you making this?
I'm making them now. Like they're braising now. That's how inspired I was when I got home. I went to the market today and I got the gizzards and I got me some herbs de Provence. Right? It's literally just herbs tied up in a cheesecloth. Is thyme, rosemary, bay leaf, parsley, cilantro, whatever you want, honestly. So they're braising right now. So when they're done braising, I'm gonna taste them. I'm so excited.
So tomorrow you frying them is what
And
you say.
tomorrow I'm going fry.
All right, it's cool. I need a delivery anyway. Like
a delivery of what? What do you need delivered?
You owe me an apple pie.
Oh, apple pie you talking about? I just bought Fuji apples too. When I was at the market getting the gizzards, I bought Fuji apples. Had a taste for apples because again, I had this apple tart, and I got great friends in Canada, right? So when I ask for stuff, they like, hey, yeah, sure. Sometimes they say, how you say? And Andy will translate for me. Oh, yeah, tart, egg wise, you hit it with a little raw sugar. So I want to try that too. Yes, Q, I'm making gizzards right now. DeAndre, gizzards are a Southern classic. I don't eat them though. What the hell you mean? Wait a minute. You too bougie for gizzards? Queen Ree, you owe me a meal for like the longest time. So you just be playing me. When you get back to selling dinners, I would encourage everybody to buy some food from her. It is incredible. Q, I'm coming by to get some tomorrow. All right, Q, you can come by and get some. Salute to Q. Q drops off donations for us every week for Saturday. I appreciate you, Q. Thank you. Love you so much. Brandy cracking up. Q, get me some meaning gizzards. I don't know what that is. Latanya laughing at Q. First last says we. Merci beaucoup. All right. See why? I pick up a couple things. That ain't sound right. What are you talking about, Q? All this food talk, where the stamps at? Brandy, if I could find some stamps, if I had a stamp hookup, I would definitely. I'm lying. I wouldn't say because I would buy them all my goddamn self. Q cracking up. Thank you. No, Reed, don't thank me. That's just legit real. Like your food really is that good. And I really appreciate, when you do cook and I can come down and get some. Feed me. What are you looking to eat, Miss Creamy? Hadia. Hey, Hadia. What's up, little sis? Y'all jumping in, that show almost over, man. Unless y'all want me to go longer. I mean, I ain't got shit to do. I ain't got a goddamn thing to do. They cut the stamps, Randy. We had to switch from salmon to
Oh. Ella making her appearance.
So when I was away, quite naturally, I missed my daughter so much. I FaceTimed them every day. They was legit annoyed with me, like, because I was FaceTiming and calling and they didn't answer one day. I was like, the fuck? So now I'm in another country. I'm panicking, like, what the entire they pick up the phone with attitude, like, yes, daddy. Why wasn't y'all answering the phone? We was asleep. I'm like, oh. Q said, I'm coming by to get some. Don't sound right. Cleaned it up. You missed that. Oh, nah, Q. Nobody believe I'm getting none, no way. So that's probably why I missed it, because I ain't getting none. I'm not even in that stratosphere, that mindset. Hadia said, go longer. You referring to my 7 minutes, Hadia? What are you talking about? Brandy cracking up. Let me see. Do me a favor. Let me do this. I'm gonna check the shares. If the shares are where I need them to be, I'll go longer. If not, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. We have 200. We have 28 shares. Yeah, I ain't even get to 30, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and how that SpongeBob meme used to go. All right, I'm gonna head on out. All right, I'm gonna head on out. I will say this about Mr. Seaman retention. Brandy, you so fucking petty. You so fucking petty. Look at how did she try and get me to go longer, so she keeps saying share. First of all, hold on.
Oh, okay. Hi. I'm sorry. I'm still working, y'all. Don't mind me. I'm here though. And I am trying to work on my own ones and twos. Just bear with me.
Mimi, you look like you could have that nip slip we was looking for at the Super Bowl.
Stop.
You look like it could potentially happen to you. Everybody put up a 100 if they want to see a nip slip right now.
In the name of Jesus.
He still participated in No Nut November, Brandy. As I am Mr. C.
Who's still
me? Okay, Mimi. From the fort down. Mimi, put the call girl voice on. Yeah, Mimi, give us the call girl voice.
I can't.
Let's play it out real quick. Let's play it out.
I've done that. I've done that.
Ring. Stop talking. You got to just learn to go with it. Like, you see, you mess up a wet dream, don't you? I'm trying to get Ella out of here because she get ready to go crazy. Not Jesus, be the fence. Suge. I'm sorry, y'all. So listen, if I am going to go a little bit longer, it needs to be a group effort. What y'all want to talk about? If we want to stay on some fat, greedy shit, we can stay on some fat, greedy shit. You know I'm all about that. Y'all want to see a nip slip? We can get into that. You know what I mean? Like pee in the bed, wet dream. Yeah, Latanya. Yep, she'll fuck up a wet dream. Like pee in the bed, wet dream.
Wow.
Like busting a nut in your sleep, wet dream. Like, you ever been in one that was so motherfucking real? Let's play Guess What Shannon Saying. First Last says she kind of hungry now. Got to see what's in the kitchen. Bet you it ain't no gizzards in there. Oh, shit. Hold on. Watch this. Mimi, hold me down. Give me 2 seconds, okay?
Trying to find something. I'm sorry. I'm working and I'm in the background here. Just bear with me, y'all. But I'm here. I gotta see what's going on in the kitchen. I am saved, and y'all know that. Y'all know what I'm studying to become. Always trying to get me in trouble. But Jesus, hallelujah. Did anybody church? No. Y'all know I was there. In my eagle wear. No nip slip. Brandy, you come on here and do a nip slip. His 2 seconds up. Tell him. Tell him. Let's go. Especially if we not getting it. How
Mimi,
many
you
people
wasn't talking to the
coming on
people?
Saturday? I was. I couldn't type and talk. I was trying.
Mimi, tell them
We
you
was just talking about
saved.
how saved I am. Yeah,
Why?
we was just talking about how saved I am.
Definitely no gizzards in there. No nip slip, just salvation. His 2 seconds is up. How did see? Now the show really about to be over. Now you want to talk? Amen, amen, Sister Mimi. I'm cracking up. Y'all leave Mimi alone.
Hallelujah.
Okay, that sound effect's popping. Whew. All right, so guess what Shannon is saying?
We want to taste.
Of what?
Your gizzards.
Them Jones is tender as hell too. They is tender. I just cut them off.
We won.
I just put them in a Tupperware bowl so they cool off evenly. They season to perfection.
I need a little tasty taste.
Not
Not for nothing. I've always wanted to try your food because I heard you can burn some things. And
so
kind of
that's just it, right? So believe it or not, I can make hot dogs. That's about it. I just make it sound good.
Okay.
All that salvation.
That's why I sang in my eye.
That's why you didn't get what?
No, it didn't. I said that's why I didn't get my pie yet.
So much shit on this show can be misconstrued. It's hilarious. What are you talking about, Brandy? See, listen.
Brandy always going there.
This is overtime, right? So we could talk about whatever. Because when I edit the show, I'll edit it. So I'll do my final 1, 2, 1, 2 after the 2 hours. Hot dogs. Okay, reading between the lines. Don't do that. Oh, and pie cracking. You know what? Mimi, they trying to say we I want to taste your gizzards.
I mean, I do want to taste his gizzards. I do.
Yo, y'all out of pocket. Y'all trying to make this into a sexual thing, and it's not. It is not. Talking dirty after dark. No, if it was after dark, the live would be over already. The live would be over. Y'all nasty. Whoa.
Whoa.
She said that sounds so funny. So Mimi.
Yes.
What we talking about? They not giving us nothing to talk about.
What kind of games
First
do
rule,
you want to play?
First rule in After Dark is we don't talk about After Dark. I was just about to type, I want some gizzards, laugh out loud. See, y'all scaring the lady. She don't even want to type whatever you want to type. That's they nasty minds because they in here being filthy animals. Don't worry about them, Queen Ree. Don't do that. If you want some gizzards, you want some. If you want a sausage, say you want a sausage. Okay. Let them know. You want a hoagie roll, so you want a hoagie roll. Cue to my shit.
Hey now.
No, I'm not scared. My topic. How many tickets are left to the game night? It is officially 13 tickets left to game night. That's it. That's all. Once those 13 tickets go, there won't be another one sold. I don't care if you send it, I'll be sending it back. Who all
First,
gonna
last
be at
asking
game
about
night?
these tickets. Are you coming? Look, just like a black
Queen Rhea, I'm
person.
crying.
Just like a black person.
Hadia said, I'll have some meatballs. Latoya said with hot sauce. Hey, listen, hot sauce. I put that on everything. So what was our topic? Oh, so yeah, that was how many tickets is left. There's 13 tickets left. No, matter of fact, 14, because I have to refund somebody for a ticket that they got because they are no longer bringing a date. They wised up. They like, I ain't bringing no date. I'm bringing my girlfriend or my homie with me. Yeah, who all gonna be there? First, last is funny as shit. Now, so that's some shit black people do say. Who all gonna be there? You invite a black person somewhere like, yo, we having a car game. Who all gonna be there? Like you could predict. Well, I guess I do know everybody's gonna be there because they pay for their tickets. Who should perform at the next Super Bowl? That is a good question. Brandy, you missed that conversation. What do you think about the performance Rihanna gave for the Super Bowl? Cute. Oh no, don't bring sand to the beach. So who do I think should perform at the next Super Bowl? See, I'm always of the mindset that it should be hip hop. Don't get Shannon upset again about Mama Riri. You thought I was upset first last? I don't think I was upset. Q said Uzi Vert. Q cracking up. Brandy, she gave pregnancy, not performance. I love Riri though. She says, nah, not really.
But
Um,
I wasn't a fan of it. I really felt like Rihanna was very selfish in her performance because if you think back to all the other artists that typically perform, they always bring out other artists. Rihanna was like me, myself, and I. Everybody brought out artists. She sung 2 songs that Jay-Z was on. Jay-Z was in the building and didn't come on stage. That really like bothered my musical soul. Like I didn't appreciate that.
Janet Jackson.
Not
She
her
was
saying
wrong.
Tevin Campbell. Oh Lord.
Yeah, the time she said Tevin. She really did say Tevin Campbell. Yeah. Rihanna was distraction and they lost. Poor baby. Q running with that shit. Rihanna was the reason the Birds lost the Super Bowl. So,
mind you, on that note, the Birds are the only team who's ever lost in the Super Bowl and made it over 35 points. Just saying. Like y'all act like we had 0. We put work in. I'm just because I keep getting attacked.
what kind of stat is that to be proud of? We lost, but we scored 35. Y'all needed to score 39. You didn't score 39.
I'm sick of all the people. Like your team didn't even make it to the playoffs, but you want to talk about us. Make it make sense.
Who didn't make it to the playoffs? What team are you talking about?
A lot of these people.
Yeah, that was a damn good game. They said the Eagles lost because Cheryl Lee Ralph, or whatever her name is. That's her name, Cheryl Lee Ralph. Oops.
Oh, Moesha's stepmom.
Yeah. Y'all crack me up.
Moesha's stepmom.
Here's the thing. That's really not nothing to be proud of. I mean, that's like,
man, listen. Made it further than y'all. We still the NFC champs. It's cool. Like at the end of the day, we still the NFC champs, regardless of the fact. It's cool. I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? It's only 2 teams out of 32 teams that made it where we made it. So I'm cool.
This is why I hate Eagles fans, man. They pull shit out of thin air just to make themselves feel better. They sore winners and they sore losers. Not
First
once
of
has she
all, we
said,
still better than y'all.
Kansas City, good job. They was
Hell
better
no,
than us on
ain't no
Sunday.
Kansas City good job. You know why? Because that last flag was straight BS. Don't take me off. All right, it was straight BS for one.
You talking about this
for
one?
two,
You talking about
yes,
this one?
exactly. Then for
He wasn't
two,
grabbing them?
Hold on, let me finish.
He wasn't grabbing them?
No, let me finish. No,
Was he pulling
and then
them?
no, and then for two, who put freaking spray on the freaking grass? We're in Arizona. It's a super dry state. There's no reason why more than a half a dozen players kept slipping on the field. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. It makes no sense. None. Why is people slipping?
Thank you, Creamy.
No, I'm not.
She an Eagles fan.
I don't
She
care.
an Eagles fan.
I said what I said. I've been quiet. I've been quiet on the network. Y'all gonna hear me.
But you ain't saying nothing.
I said what I said.
Nothing. So at the end of the day,
I said what I said.
They lost. That's it. It happens. It's sports.
All right, it's cool.
You win some, you lose a lot.
And at the end of the day,
y'all just so happen to lose the biggest game of the year.
Still better than the Giants. Still went further than the Giants and the Cowboys. That's the period.
Yeah, Creamy, a die-hard Eagles, man.
I am too. I promise you. You cut me right now. It's going to be green. I promise.
There were too many disadvantages. Defense stayed home. She said what she said. They lost, but your team couldn't lose because they weren't in the Super Bowl. That part, Mimi. Tell them, Mimi. Come on, keep them coming.
I said what I said. You know, I stay in the background. Y'all know I like to just produce and be in the back. But
nah,
it's a couple
you just said we gonna hear you out.
It's a couple of triggers.
Now we gonna hear you.
Triggers.
What's the trigger?
You're not going to keep coming for me for my team. Especially if your team didn't make it. I honestly feel like the only ones that can talk smack is Kansas City. Because they was where we was at. Exactly. Like we didn't come in. What was that Super Bowl like? What, 2 years ago with Brady and whoever it was? That was the weakest Super Bowl ever. Like it was mad whack. It wasn't entertaining. None of that.
It was
right?
Mad whack, B.
It really was.
See what I'm saying, son?
The other day,
mad whack, B.
Y'all was mad entertained. You know what I'm saying? It was flags. Boom. Niggas was slipping. Bam.
I absolutely love that Super Bowl. It was the best one I seen in a long goddamn time.
Like that was a great. They played a beautiful show.
Game. They definitely did.
To the missed field goal and everything.
They lost, but they played. True, Hadia. Whatever's gonna make y'all sleep better at night. I understand. Cowboy Foes.
The fact that I have a voice is
or especially if you don't watch or into football, Q.
I need to know what her hobbies are. Like, what do you eat?
So listen. Look, here we go. We beat the Giants both games. Yeah.
Talk about it, Creamy. Talk about it. And I'm sorry, as a diehard Eagles fan, I was absolutely ecstatic when Dak came into the stadium and was booed. You heard? Of course, you're supposed to be booed. Half of the audience is your rival. You the ops. She giggles. I can't, Brandy. Brandy, go in the corner.
So I just read everything. They lost, but they played. That part made me a truth idea. Especially we beat the Giants both games. She get Cowboys for first playoff game. Blew y'all up. All that.
Here we go.
Y'all
Here
done?
we go.
Is you finish
Where's
or is
Poppy
you done?
at? Where's
Is
Poppy
you
at?
finish or is you done?
I'm never done.
Yeah, you're done. You're done.
Never done.
The
Never.
Eagles done.
Nope.
They lost. They lost.
Then you
Mimi
had
got a
that.
rap sheet. She hood for real. Shannon, you okay? Listen,
Then
Creamy. Let
he's
me
not
tell you.
okay.
Let me
He's
tell you a little
not.
something. Let me
He's
explain
not.
something to you.
As a Giants fan, he's not.
I was thoroughly entertained by that game. Okay. I was thoroughly entertained by that game. It had everything you wanted in the Super Bowl. Okay. You had
really
pivotal plays and pivotal moments. You had which team was going to make a mistake first. Jalen fumbled, made the mistake first. You had the suspense, a missed field goal. You had all that game had everything you would want in a Super Bowl. Right? And the better team won. The better team won. You can make an excuse. You could take solace in the fact that you was there. Okay. You could take solace in the fact that you was there and the Giants didn't make it, Cowboys didn't make it, and all other 30 teams didn't make it. It was the Eagles and the Chiefs.
Exactly. Very proud. Very proud to say that.
And the better team won.
Nah.
Hold this L on
Nah.
your way back to the bus.
Nope. I don't accept that.
Put that L in your luggage on the way back to Philly.
Nope.
Only a few things get under Shannon's skin. People's opinions will never be one of them. Hey, she family. She
Facts.
Know. Super Bowl and all major sports are staged except soccer. You can't manipulate soccer. Stand up for my team. We are just amazing. Here you go. You want another one? Question is, did y'all take home the Lombardi trophy?
Okay, how about this? I have a rebuttal to your question. You heard?
See what I mean? It's just Eagles fans.
Listen.
It's just Eagles fans.
I got a rebuttal to that.
It's just Eagles fans. They never, ever, they saw winners, they saw losers. They always have a caveat and a reason and an excuse of why they lost. They never just say, hey, the best team won that day. We'll get them again. At the end of the day, you have to have a winner. You have to have a loser. Don't be mad at me because I celebrate the fact that y'all lost. The Giants lost. We got our asses whooped. I got barbecued till y'all played another game. I got barbecued. You understand what I'm saying? Look. She thinks she's still on cream.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We did all high numbers all season, so it don't matter. We wasn't slacking, like high numbers.
What's the point of every NFL season?
Listen, to who's better?
Never mind.
We're better.
Than who?
Than you.
Okay. All right. So you're better than every Eagles player is better than me.
The Giants, I mean.
I would say they have more money than me. I don't know what type of human beings they are, but
and it depends in the moment we talking about money because they be throwing their money out the window like it's nothing.
Yeah, well, see, that's that. Listen, ultimately, what I'm trying to say is, Eagles fans have to be just as gracious in defeat as they are in victory. But no, you are obnoxious in victory. You're extremely obnoxious when you lose. You guys will use every excuse in the book, every caveat, every bullshit stat, it's everybody else's fault. The refs. It's Dak Prescott's fault. He wasn't even playing. The football gods burnt us. Jesus wasn't fucking with Sirianni. That's what happened. Y'all refuse to give the other team any credit. Say, hey, listen, they played a little bit better than we did. Salute to them. Despite all the Eagles players saying the exact same shit like that. That wasn't the reason we lost. We shouldn't have been in that position. Salute to them. They were the better team that day. You know, they make us hungrier for next year. Gracious in defeat. But the fans, y'all won't even pick up what the players is putting down.
Nope. That's what makes us the greatest fans in the United States.
That's exactly what makes y'all the worst
That's
fans.
what makes us the greatest fans in the United States. Because we don't care what y'all talk about. We should have won.
And that's it right there. That first part, to be honest, that first part you said, we don't care.
We don't.
Is why I could never respect the fan base. We don't care.
If we would have did
true,
more 2-point
factual,
conversions, it would have
written
been
in
wrap.
stone. If it don't go the Eagles' way, I don't care. Y'all, collectively on social media, the Philly fan base is throwing the hissy fit.
Yeah,
they throwing darts at Dak and Arizona. Look, you come on here, the field. Who sprays a field? The Chiefs played on the same exact one.
They were slipping too.
So it was no advantage of that. Why even bring it up? It's an excuse. You trying to build in excuses. Oh,
it's
no, he didn't hold them. He didn't hold them. He just dragged that man number 9, trying to make it a 6. He just dragged it. That's all.
No.
Stop it. Y'all got to grow up. I don't
want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Wait, did the Eagle that got hit with a rape charge play in the Super Bowl?
I doubt it.
I don't even know who you talking about, bro. I didn't know
I
Eagle
know
got
what you're
hit with a
talking
rape
about.
charge.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago. I saw that. I doubt it because they don't play that type of thing. Yeah, I don't think he played.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, Creamy said no, he didn't play. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. I hope. Say what I was thinking, Mimi. Said what I was thinking, Mimi. Listen, here's the thing. I hope that y'all using different ideology with your kids. Because I look at some of you Eagles fans and I'm looking like, Lord, is this what they teaching the children? They're gonna perpetuate this cycle that no matter what happens on the field is not your fault.
No,
they gagged
that's not
us,
what I'm
they
saying.
jerked us. That it's an excuse for not, like, come on, man. Look, don't do that, Shane. Look,
right?
Look at Creamy. She can ready to tell me that's
not
different.
what we do.
That's different. That's different.
Not what we do.
No.
For 2,
teach your kids. You guys are an example. You are role models. They are looking at what you're doing. Be gracious in victory. Be gracious in defeat. Because you learn something. You show class. Eagles fans don't have no coof, no class, no, like, come on, man. Do better. I just was down when San Fran came to play the Eagles. Mm-hmm. I got invited to a tailgate. I went down to check out the tailgate, right? San Fran, it was a family. It was a mom, it was a dad, it was like a teenage son, and then it was 2 little boys, all had on 49ers gear. Dude on all 4s, barking at their kids. Hungry dogs run faster. In these kids' face. Come on, man. Come
in
on,
their
man.
face. That was
Come on,
extreme.
man. Hey, Kat, I love you, little sister, so much. I'm glad you was able to tune in. We get ready to wrap this joint up, Kat. You missed the whole show. I thought it was good. Hopefully, everybody who tuned in thought it was good. But show some class. You don't bark in no kid's face. You don't do that. You don't do that. I mean, come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
No, to be honest, I agree with that. It's a lot of these parents when it comes to their children, how they're allowing their children to react. It's really crazy, right? I seen a little boy, he had to be like 6 years old, and his parent was like, "Yo, let's go, say it." And he was like, "Let's effing go," but he said the word, and that was just crazy to me. Why are you allowing your children to be cursing? That it's not that serious. You know, it was another little kid that it went viral in the
I
stadium that
bet you
he
they was
gave
from
the dude
South
a
Jersey.
finger.
I bet you they was from South Jersey or Delco.
Nah.
Bet you they was from
Bet you
South
they was
Jersey.
from South Philly.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, don't come for Jersey. We ain't do it.
For once and for all, okay? Once and for motherfucking all. Fuck Jersey.
Why?
No reason. I just want to say
why?
Sound like it make a good sound bite. Like somebody's gonna steal that clip and be like when we super huge, they gonna steal that clip, right? And be like, this is what he said about New Jersey. Fuck Jersey. And they gonna play that. It's gonna be all out of context. They be like, yo, you gotta watch the rest of it. Like, he was joking. Like, no, he wasn't. He said fuck Jersey. The rest of the clip doesn't. But I was just fucking around. Good folks in Jersey. Good
like
folks.
me.
Yeah,
I'm a great folk.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you say so. How
I
you
do.
doing? If that's all y'all want to talk about, it's 9:30. We can get out of here. I can do my 1-2. I want to thank everybody's. Oh, wait. One last thing. Creamy, what you cooking? Let me know what you cooking, Creamy.
Creamy, you coming Saturday?
She is coming Saturday.
Cool.
Love you too. I still want to know what you cooking before you get out of here, though. Cheryl Lee Ralph sung. What's the name of the song she sung? Lift every voice
the Black American anthem.
Till earth and heaven
with a choir.
Ring back the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high. You were supposed to do that.
I can't sing, and then I lost my voice. I'm barely getting it back. Not gonna have me in here being a fool.
It has come.
Let us march on till victory is won.
That was it.
Salute to the NFL. Salute to everybody. Whoa, wait a minute. Lamb chops, Brussels sprouts, sauteed green beans, and loaded baby.
Whoa.
Damn, you was on point till you had those potatoes. That was the meal until she got to the potatoes.
I want everything but the Brussels sprouts.
See, Ish was on it, right? Size the listing skies.
Let us march on till victory is won.
All right, I say that to say salute to the NFL for allowing Shirley Ralph the opportunity to sing what most people feel like is our Black national anthem. Do you feel like it should be incorporated into more major sporting events around the country?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Absolutely. And not
Now,
only should it be incorporated, it should be posted, because a lot of times they have it to where they sing it at a couple Eagles games. It was a couple different celebrities that sung it, but it wasn't
televised.
Yeah, it wasn't televised. and I felt some type of way about it. So I do think it should be at every sporting event. If not that one, then Dreams and Nightmares, because that's the unofficial Black national anthem.
First of all, that ignorant shit can't be no national.
Listen,
We don't want Dreams and Nightmares. Let me
we do want
first of
Dreams and
all,
Nightmares. We do.
no, we don't. Don't do that. That's
want it.
they gonna look at us like we ignorant.
Nah, if you go to the Eagles games, they play that song like 25 times every
Because
game.
we in Philly, what do you think they're gonna play?
Exactly.
But we talking about nationally, like
No,
people
you hear
in
that everywhere.
people. You're not listening. You just so busy arguing a silly point. I'm trying to tell you, people at other sporting events not going to want to sing a hip hop song as a national anthem. Like that's not a national anthem. New York Giants athletic tight end Lawrence Cage is a freshman. Yeah, why would they sign him and give him that kind of money? I hope the Eagles don't panic. Let me say that. I hope y'all don't panic because y'all losing a lot of players. E said yes, all three verses. I agree. Let's add that to the repertoire to sporting events nationally, and they really should add that shit to the Olympics as well when we come out, so that black people can feel just as proud as white people, because they don't want us to have anything. But it's a huge controversy brewing over that. They had posted that, right? The NFL had posted that she sung. You got to go and look at the comments. You got to go look at the comments.
I'm doing it right now.
First of all, racist people, because I don't want to say white people, racist people are ruthless. The level of ignorance that they spew is incredible. Like, how how Facebook and Twitter and all social media allow you to ban like trigger words? Did you know that? Right? YouTube especially. YouTube's filter is super sensitive. You can trigger your page to block like specific words. Why don't more companies do that so much racist stuff won't come up in their comments? One dude was like, "Oh, now the NFL is woke." Oh, fuck that. I was just like, it's just a whole lot of if y'all get a chance, head over to Instagram and the NFL.
Wow,
about
they
Shirley
are
Ross.
vicious.
You saying it?
Yes.
You can't even really read some of that stuff, right? It's so bad. It's so disrespectful, and it's like,
Does your mama talk? You talk to your mama with that voice?
But I'm saying it's I bet you it's a family affair, though. Mimi, I bet you it's a when it comes down to people like that, it is a family affair because it's too deep rooted. It's because they are saying this shit with their chest, with their entire chest.
Oh wait, is she a black woman and she said this?
Hey,
that's
look,
a shame.
You know the saying, all skin folk ain't kin folk. But it's bad. It's bad. I just wanted to bring that up because I want you guys to go check that out when you get a second, because I feel like hearing Lift Every Voice and Sing or Lift Every Voice at the Super Bowl, I felt like that was a moment. I thought that was special. And I feel like it should happen every single time now. Because as a matter of fact,
a lot of black people.
One dude was like, something, if you don't like it, imagine all the blacks walked out or some shit like that. This dude was like, you wouldn't even have a Super Bowl. Who was going to play quarterback? Like, it's wild. I don't know. I just brought that up because I like Lift Every Voice. And I think, Lift Every, I think it should be sung at more events. It should be televised as well. Mimi, you're right. I agree. Excuse me. And I think it should be recognized as another national fucking anthem. Like, it should be like an official anthem for the United States of America.
I
That's
feel
why
like Michelle should run for president, and she should make that official. That's how I feel.
that's I think Michelle would be great. I just don't think she would want that for her life. Like she expressed how overwhelming it was just to be, you know, the wife of the president, right? Like, but I think that would be dope to see her as president and him as, you know, the first husband. Do you
First
call would he
gentleman.
be the first
First
husband?
gentleman.
First gentleman? Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he would be the first. That would be dope. I think
Mhm.
and that would be a historic
And
thing
he
because
would
the
be
first
dope
time.
at being first gentleman too.
Yeah. Do you think he interested in politics? And so I just don't think either one of them are interested in
No.
politics outside of helping the party kind of get the votes. I don't think they really give a shit. I think the philanthropy and the
Right.
movie industry is where they want to be. You know,
Mhm.
they did their public service, and I'm forever grateful for, you know, the Obamas. But yeah, I think they done with politics, and I can't say that I blame them
At all.
Yeah, appreciate them. Salute to the
Especially
Obamas. So go ahead. You was gonna say especially what you want to
no,
say
just
something?
especially, during this time. It's craziness. I mean, I kind of just feel like we shouldn't have a president for a few years. Just sit out and relax, get ourselves together.
Give us some
'Cause
time.
we need time to heal. We keep jumping in relationship after relationship and failing.
So I think don't let me forget this, and I hope somebody's
Lord, let me
listening.
write
But
this down.
if we didn't have a democracy, what other form of government would you want if not a democracy? Look, Q, like, oh, y'all still going? No, Q, we get ready to shut it down now. I gotta go tend to my gizzards. I gotta go tend to my gizzards. Mimi, you
You
want
gonna
to tend
bring
to
me
my
some?
gizzards? You
You gonna
going to
bring
tend
me
to
some
my
tomorrow?
gizzards?
If
Are you
you
going to
bring me
tend to
some,
my gizzards?
I will
Yes.
help you with your gizzards if you share.
No, you say
Are you
you
willing
got.
to share
Are you
your
going?
gizzards?
You can. I'll definitely share my
You gotta
gizzards if
share
you're
your
willing to
gizzards,
tend to them.
'cause
You going to tend to
of
my
course, why
gizzards?
not? Why not? Cool them things down.
And now we're gonna watch everybody lose their fucking head as we say good night. This is to watch their heads explode. You are tuned into the big exclusive network, and this is the big exclusive podcast. Salute the Angry OG, Top Flight. Mad love to Mimi for popping in. I was trying to get a nip slip for y'all, but she wasn't having it. She kept being shielded by the Lord.
Yes.
With that being said, you know my spill each and every week. It's as simple as Kayla and Cameron. I love you. See, that's the sneaky man. Links. How was it sneaky if we did it live on there? And for the record, Mimi's taken, and I'm still no nut November. I'm celibate.
Who is taken?
Hmm?
Mimi is working. I ain't got time for none of that.
Okay.
No,
All right.
negative. Thanks.
Say less. Do your 1-2. Work hard, play hard. We get ready to get out of here. Work hard, play hard.
You say I'm arrogant. I say damn right. That's pride. Pride in the saying I am. Now tune into the big exclusive podcast available on all podcast platforms or the BEpodcast.com. Listen now or I'll eat your whole race. Oh, and you better like or subscribe.